Jackson Snell, all the way from South Australia. Nice to have some of the South Australians over.
Yeah, unfortunately, his brother, Ben...
Yeah, look, he did 2 laps and then drove into a wall.
Yeah, yeah.
Not ideal.
Yeah, look, I mean, Mr. Bogenzoku himself, I don't think he could fix that one because, as I saw, the entire front-end suspension setup was out of the car, but it also had punctured the inner wheel well and pushed his the pedal box across.
He is extremely lucky to have his foot still there because
100%.
That front wheel tried to come into the car and pushed the accelerator to the side.
Yeah,
and nearly took his foot off.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit of a shame, but look, this is what happens with new trucks and bits and pieces and weather, and there's a bunch of variables that gets thrown into it, especially for drifting, and then adding in a car that's sort of in control but out of control at the same time. It's sometimes a recipe for disaster, but hopefully we don't have too many more casualties for the rest of the evening and we can actually get some solid battles down. Hopefully the rain does stay away and will slowly dry up. So by the end of the night, towards the final end and the tippy top, when the drivers are battling close and close and close, we'll see some really, really good consistent driving.
I reckon hopefully the next half an hour it'll dry up. So if you are at home watching the live stream, there's heaps of time to come on down here. It's only not even 6 o'clock. You'll get here by like 6:30, 6:40 maybe, depending on how far you are. And the battles have just started. So there's heaps of action to go. We've got a whole bunch of stuff on tonight as well. There's Ride of the Pro. If you want to get in the car with a driver, there's limited spots available. So make sure you head down to the girls in their merch tent and see what they have there. And don't forget the merch as well. There's a whole bunch of stuff down there. They Keep It Reet Drift Club hoodies. The Quad Turbo VL hoodie. Have you guys seen that thing? The Quad Turbo. Have you seen it, Stella?
The Quad Turbo VL?
Quad Compound Turbo VL.
I saw it online and it broke the internet.
It broke the internet. Check it out on YouTube if you haven't seen it. It's literally 4 turbos stacked for a VL. Like,
it's insane.
Do we want to see 5?
Can we see a 5 turbo?
Hey, Jesse, we're going to do 5 turbos? That'd be sick. Or maybe a supercharger as well.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Supercharged quad turbo VL. I mean, it's an RB30. I mean, it can take as much boost as it wants.
RB30 just lives forever.
Oh, mate, 100%. Well, they're not $50 anymore, but, you know.
Yeah, look, maybe $100 these days. But don't forget, down at the merch tent, there's also got the Barra Blaze hoodies, limited beanies, limited Miami Fade snapbacks, lanyards, key and phone restraints, banners, slaps, decals, light batons, and also, if you don't have any kind of wet weather gear, ponchos.
Yeah, because I don't know, look, you never know. It's Melbourne, so we might get some rain, but hopefully not.
I'm hoping it's going to stay dry.
Anyway, here we go. We're going to have Blake Cody in the lead, Jackson Snell in the chase. This is going to be their rerun. Let's see how these gentlemen go. Hopefully Blake Cody does not send it this time, although hopefully he does. Nice and tidy on the wall there. Snell giving a little bit of gap, trying to tuck in there. He's lost all the proximity. Oh, looks like Blake did hit the ripple strip, straighten the car out on the transition over from 1 to 2, going nice and wide. Snell trying to close the gap there over the line. That was a little sloppy for both drivers. Look, Snell was trying his best because he knows, like, the track is sketchy. I can't get too close to him. So he did leave a little bit of a gap. Unfortunately, Blake did kind of gap him there towards the start. He did catch him mid-track because Blake did make a mistake. So, look, it's a little bit of 50-50 for both drivers. We'll see what happens when we turn them around. Hopefully that will produce a much nicer battle. But as you can see from the drone vision on the screens and on your screen at home, you can see there's, like, massive river patches there. It's all patchy. It's quite disgusting to drive.
It's like when I try and grow a beard. It's just patchy all over the shop and not fun.
Yeah, horrible.
But the judges out here tonight, we've got Sean. No, who we got? We got Lee Pidwell.
Yep.
Stewie Bryant.
Yep.
And Josh Rogers.
Yes.
The 3 judges tonight, and it's not an easy job because, like you see here on the track, you know, you're watching that chase car. The chase car's all over the back of that lead car. Or maybe they're not, but that's not what they're only looking at. They're looking at the front lead car, what line they're running, if they're running the line that the judges asked for, and how that then impacts that chase car's chase run.
Yeah, 100%. It's all about the lead in this instance. All right, here we go. We're going to have the second run between Blake, Cody, and Snell. Snell's in the lead. Cody's going to chase. VE versus VN. Let's see how we go. Snell, nice, tidy flick out. Oh, Cody trying to tuck right up in there on outside zone 1, doing a great job maintaining proximity, giving him gap on that transition to the outside zone 2, going down into the Thunderdome, outside zone 3, maintaining that proximity on Snell. But Snell performing a great lead run for Cody to get there, which is exactly what you're saying. The lead car is consistent, planted. The chase car, which is Blake Cody, gets real comfortable, and look at him just G'ing up. doing a bit of a skid and keeping nice and close with him. Like, that's exactly what it's about.
That's all what it's all about. That lead car put a fantastic lead run down. That's why the judges have a criteria. They want to see that lead car go out nice and wide, open the door for that chase car to get on door, and that's what he did.
Yeah, 100%. Did a great job. And, yeah, Snell, phenomenal job. And Cody, good job on that chase there. But it's going to be interesting to see where the judges sway for this, because obviously there was a little bit of a wobble at the start for Cody on his lead run. So it'll be interesting to see when they do the compare the pair. And, yeah, we'll see what they go. But here we go. We're going to get an answer very, very, very shortly. But it's really good to see some Aussie muscle, some Aussie cars out there doing some skids. Here we go. Have a decision. And your winner's going to be Cody. Black Cody for the win.
Hey, Blake, do you want an interview or what, mate? You got to keep it down. Now, I've got to keep it quick. How was it out there with a fellow four-door Holden? These Ford boys have been rolling deep for too long, haven't they?
Yeah,
Hey,
pretty much what he said is that he had a fantastic time.
Congrats, mate. Keep going. If you missed
V8's
that,
the
he
winner.
said he was really excited to battle the Snells. But unfortunately, Ben crashed out 2 laps in. Back to you, boys.
Here we go. Got the boys on the start line. More cars, more battles coming up. Who do we have here? Danny Pesic in that Fortitude Garage S13 on the left-hand side. And John Hurst in that V35?
Yeah, V35. It's great to see a different version of Skyline out there. I mean, V35.
Unfortunately, they don't sound that good.
Look, but
The old VQ.
at the end of the day, it's a VQ. It's
Mate, it's a fantastic
It's a Z
chassis.
platform. It's sick. They're awesome. They're unreal.
Here we go. John Hurst, Danny Pesic. Who's in the lead? Here we go. John Hurst in the lead. Pesic on the chase as they come into the corner. Nice and quick. John Hurst, nice and wide. Very good lead run. Pesic trying to catch up with him. Can't quite get the drive out of that S13. Spinning those tyres. Like we said, the ground is dry and wet in different places, so it's really hard to know what throttle to give it and which position.
Man, look, the VQ platform in like a semi-patchy, wet-dry situation is going to have all the grip and more grip than Pesic's, high-power SR S13. It's really interesting to see how John Hurst did when he flicked it up on the wall in outside zone 1. He was within centimeters of the wall, basically. His initiation was on point. Pesic was with him there, but then for some reason there was a little bit of a washout. Something happened with Pesic's car. Either he turned the tires too much or there was a little bit of understeer. I didn't quite get to see it and capture it that much. But look, end of the day, John Hurst, phenomenal job. Let's hopefully and see if Pesic can throw down an equally good lead, and then John Hurst can get up on his door, and we can see a nice battle finish out for the rest of the evening.
That's it, mate. That's it. Look, sometimes when you're behind another car, it's quite easy to get kind of unnerved. You need to throw it in behind these guys, and if that car in front of you doesn't do what you think it's going to do, that's when you end up with collisions. So that could have been something there that Pesic's kind of hesitated and not wanted to commit to his door, and that's the difference between getting close and not getting close sometimes.
Yeah, 100%. It's all about commitment, and sometimes the drivers, as a driver, you just need to be in that mind frame of, I need this to be safe, or I'm not going to destroy my car and the person's car that I'm battling against, but at the same time, it needs to be aggressive enough to trust the fellow driver. So it'll be interesting to see how we go here on their rerun. So we have Pesic in the lead, and we got John Hurst in the chase.
And as they get off the line, Danny Pesic in that S13, John Hurst in the VQ powered.
Here we go. We got
V35.
Pesic. Or a little bit of a handbrake pull. Not as much angle up on the wall as what he liked, but he did initiate it again to finish out to outside zone 1. Transitions over to outside zone 2. John Hurst doing a great job keeping that same proximity from initiation to over the line. Grabbing it up a little bit, slightly a little bit better. Okay, as you can see, Danny Pesic did throw down a pretty decent wide lead run there. The initiation on the wall wasn't as fully committed with the angle that John Hurst did throw down, but look, both drivers did a great job, and they kept it clean, didn't spin out. Phenomenal.
Yeah, man, ever since I was a kid, people would ask me what my favorite.
For those of you at home who've just tuned in, we're here at Calder Park Raceway for round 4 of the Battle Royale by Keep It Reet, and round 4 is also the final round. So this is it. This is the decider, Christian Stella.
Indeed it is, mate. Indeed it is. This is the decider. We have some drivers that have done really, really well consistently over all the battle royales, and it's good to see them still out here at round 4 continuing to battle, because a lot of the time you see a lot of people enter round 1, and then by the time you get to round 4, people aren't entering to drive because either their cars are broken or something bad's happened. But anyway, we have a decision here. We got John Hurst, Danny Pesek. John Hurst is going to take the win in the VQ V35. Unreal thing.
All right, we are down with your winner, John, mate. Surely that was all that start line practice this morning.
Oh, mate.
Super tough conditions, but John. All right, we're cutting in and out. This is beautiful. You guys are just enjoying yourselves in the warm van, and I'm out here dealing with this. Back to you, boys.
Thanks, Mez. On the start line, Patrick Barley in that Corvette carbon Kevlar machine, and Brendan Bogger O'Grady in the BSC Performance JZX 100.
Bogger in the JZX 100. Haven't seen him drive this in a little while.
Whoa, whoa,
Bogger! Whoa! Barley with all that extra speed, then Bogger got thrown out of it. Both drivers did have a bit of a spin there on outside zone 1, but look, they're going to turn it around, go back to the start line. I think they saw it was kind of like the road looks dry. It does look dry, but when you drive, Calder Park is notorious for oil and for all these different chemicals on the top of the track. As you can see, the track sometimes looks like it's got little rainbows through it. Rainbows aren't good. These kind of rainbows aren't good. It means that there's oil and there's all sorts of chemicals in the track. Sometimes this does happen when cars break down. There are some spills, bits and pieces, VHT, as we mentioned earlier on, and all these things are contributing assets towards drivers spinning out. So it's really difficult to keep the cars on the track sometimes, especially in these conditions. So hopefully they turn it around. Bogger puts down a solid lead. Barley can actually get up there on the chase, because we've seen both these drivers perform phenomenally in the dry and wet. So,
mate, that's it. And here they go off the start line. Brendan Bogger O'Grady in the lead. Patrick Barley right behind him. Patrick Barley closing in on Bogger's back end of his car. Bogger trying to do what he can to get away. But Barley in that hulking V8 all over the back of him as they come down into the Thunderdome. Onto that last corner. Bogger pushing that JZX as hard as he can. That thing is no slouch, but that carbon Kevlar Corvette is an absolute beast. Look at it. You can hear it as well. Big block V8.
that thing is gorgeous. It is, yes, as you said, carbon Kevlar. It is literally carbon Corvette, big, crazy, high revving V8. It's a monster. It's an absolute monster of a car, and it is phenomenal. We've seen it here, drive here at round 1, 2, and 3, and on all 3 of those rounds, it was blazing tires like you wouldn't believe. It was amazing.
I reckon give it another half an hour, and it's all going to dry up, and it's going to be absolute Blaze City. These cars and guys, drivers are there and raring and ready to go.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, look, these guys, they practice in the dry first, right? We need to make sure we reiterate that. They practice in the dry. It's been wet. They cannot wait for it to be dry again, and they can use all the speed going into turn 1. The amount of front wheel lock that we saw coming into outside zone 1 was phenomenal. So we really want to see that again one more time. But let's see if we get a decision here between Barley and Bogger. All right, the judges are still deliberating.
Sounds like we've got a car that's warming up, mate.
Yeah, we do. We have a bunch of drivers that are in the hot lane that are just warming up their car, warming the engines up, keeping the revs high, getting it ready, and then they're going to go out there. I think these are the next drivers that are coming up. All right, here do we go. And your winner is going to be Patrick Barley.
Yeah, it looks like we've got a bit of a downtime here, but it's all right. I think Mez is saying, Pat, how'd you go there, mate? Did you have a good time on track? Yeah, it's pretty good.
Mate, yeah, had a good time on track. It was bloody great. Love versing Bogger. It's always a good time. We've battled each other in the past, but, you know, we're getting there, and, yeah, hopefully we both hooroo on and see each other in the finals.
Well, thanks for that. Talking to us now. Back to you, Stella.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Look, that was phenomenal effort. Really, really good to see the camaraderie between the drivers. It's always a good thing to see, especially when you've battled someone in the past. Always a bit of a shindig, bit of shenanigans. But look, we'll hopefully we see these two battle on in the future. They're both top contenders. For them to battle each other into the top 16 is actually really interesting to see.
Yeah,
but,
mate. There's been so many good battles so far. What was that first battle? It was Scotty Miller up against Mike Lake.
Yeah,
Mate, we're pairing up final battles.
yeah.
From
Honestly,
the beginning.
we are. Yeah.
And like I said, the good thing is these guys have two chances. They lose one battle, they're not completely out. They have another chance to go one more time. And it's only 2 losses to get you completely out of the race.
Totally, 100%. And that's the best part about the Battle Royale system is that these drivers come in with the minimum of 2 battles that they're going to get, regardless. Then on top of that, you then have the element of practice and qualifying. So from a driver's perspective, amazing seat time. If you haven't driven Keeper Reet, you got to sign up. You got to drive these tracks. You got to do it. You got to. If you live in Melbourne, if you live in Victoria, you're missing out. If you're not competing, you haven't had fun. You're missing out. You're just straight missing out. You need to be here. And if you're not here driving, you need to be here spectating because you know what? It's an absolute vibe. We've got a crowd full of people that are here bearing the cold and the rain. And look, we got Cam Martin, we got Cunningham here. Let's see where these boys go. Cam Martin, also another massive contender. Cunningham as well. We've seen him progress and drive so well from last year to this year. His driving's been phenomenal. Really, really good to see the difference in his driving capabilities improve. But here we go. We got Martin on the lead, Russell in the chase. Let's see how we go.
Mate, it was ready, ladies and gentlemen. Listen out to this RB scream. Cam Martin the lead. Russell Cunningham on the chase as they come into the first corner. Russell Cunningham pushing up hard against Cam Martin. Cam Martin, good lead run, but Cunningham right behind him. Can he get onto his door, though? Cam Martin using that RB-powered Skyline to push it as hard as he can through the course with that team wheel deal, 180SX right behind him.
Yeah, look, Cunningham did a great job keeping the consistent amount of proximity throughout the whole circuit. He had a lot of proximity at the start, kind of left it off a little bit, got a little bit of a gap. Martin did gap him a wee bit, but then, look, he did catch up to him towards the end there. There's a little bit of wobbles. He did sacrifice some angle and some line for that proximity. But, look, let's see how... Let's check out the Pertec Bayswater replay here. As you can see, Cam Martin in the lead.
Cam Martin throws it in,
yeah,
nice and wide, and then
does go
right
wide.
behind him.
Yeah, look at him. See, look at the distance there, doing a great job. They come over the hill for the snap transition. Great job there. There's a little bit of a wobble there. Cam trying to find his wheel. You can see his front wheels slowly going left and right. He's trying to find the grip because as the drivers come over the crest, it's all dried up because water, obviously, gravity and stuff, right? So the top of the hill is the driest point. So on that snap transition, it throws the drivers into turn 2 with a lot of speed. Then they got to really feather the throttle to come out of it. So let's see the turnaround. Now we got Russell in the lead. We got Cam Martin in the chase. Hopefully these boys can put through an equally good run. We know Cam Martin for being great for his chases. We got Russell, nice flick out on the wall, not as deep as what we want to see. Martin still keeping a really, really wide gap there. He's about 2-3 car lengths behind. Let's see how they go on that snap transition. As you can see, Martin's car does the same thing. Russell trying to push through outside zone 2 and over the line. Martin then closing the gap by sacrificing the line. Russell going for a little bit of a lawnmower.
Yeah, he's just got to cut the grass a little bit there, Russell Cunningham.
That's all right. He's a good bloke like
He
that.
was
He's a good
very
bloke.
far past the finish line, so it's not too bad. Let's check it back out again on the Pertec Bayswater replay. You can see the boys, Russell Cunningham, Cam Martin, Cunningham in that team wheel deal, 186. Cam Martin in the very nice street car, the blue R33 four-door sedan.
Yeah, it's amazing to think that thing is a street car. I mean, look.
Street car.
We've seen that car go through many phases. We've seen Cam drive the doors off of it. And we've seen him cruise to go get a kebab as well with it. So,
Mate, that's why he has 4 doors. That way he can drive more doors off.
correct. 100%.
We're now on the finish line. The boys waiting to hear the decision. Waiting for our judges. Cam Martin just blowing some steam out the window there. Putting his bucket hat on. Looking good, mate.
Wonder if you can hear it.
Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe not.
But like I said, our judges, Josh Rogers, Lee Pidwell, and Stewie Bryant, 3 fantastic judges, and they've called the winner. Cam Martin's through to the next round.
Down here with our winner, Cam, and he's already looking at the live stream for a replay. Cam, is this part of the ploy?
Yeah, take it easy. The conditions out there are horrible, so just got to play it smart, not send it in too crazy, and yeah, we got the win, which is awesome, so happy about that.
Hell yeah, he's happy. Look at that win. Get a zoom in. back to you guys in that warm, desirable-looking van.
Mate, it's not that warm. I've just taken off both my jumpers. That's okay.
Well, you actually have. Holy crap. All right, here we go. We got the next battle. Oh, this is going to be one.
This
is
should be
a
the
battle.
finals.
This is Marcus McCarthy and Age Panara. These guys have battled for first place that many times.
Mate.
These guys have battled each other for reverse entry competitions. This is going to be interesting. We got McCarthy to lead Panara on the chase. Jay-Z Sylvia, SR Sylvia. Who's going to take the cake? Who's going to win it? Let's see how they go.
Here we go. Who's in the lead? Oh, McCarthy.
Oh,
Huge Becky. Can he
Becky
pull it off?
McCarthy.
McCarthy. Oh, he's gone. He's into the dirt.
As I said, they both love their reverse entries. McCarthy almost had the backy there. Although at the same time, he did just bumper scrape that entire wall coming down
Mate,
with
that was
almost
balls.
the opposite side.
Check it out again here on the replay.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Marcus McCarthy, like we said, backing McCarthy. Throws it all the way in. Unfortunately, that replay is not coming up on us at the moment. This rain has not been easy for the guys with the technology.
Yeah, we have a lot of cables, lots of equipment, lots of things that have failed as well. So look, we're trying to push through it. We appreciate everyone that is watching it at home. We understand there are some technical difficulties, but look, these things do happen, especially with Melbourne torrential downpour and the cold weather. But look, we're going to turn these drivers around for you. We're going to have H. Panara there. We've got McCarthy. Panara's got the liveried up Faulkner wheels and tyres. S13, and then we've got McCarthy there in the street, slammed. They both got club reg.
Mate, they're
It's
two
insane.
really nice setup S13s. Like we said, one's with the 1J in that Faulkner wheels and tyres.
1.5 J.
1.5J.
Yes, yeah, so
H. Panaro.
Yeah, so Age's car actually is it's literally an FD Pro-Am spec, where McCarthy's car is like a grassroots street spec, but with like a power plant and
look,
insane drivers.
Well, you say
we say that.
you also
yeah,
say street spec, but
Yeah.
that suspension on that thing is
Oh, yeah.
absolutely dialed.
100%.
He's got
And-
so much grip out of that car.
Mm.
It's a machine.
Oh, without.
But
a
hey,
doubt.
I heard Age's car's for sale.
I did hear that.
I
Age's
think it's
car's
always for sale, really.
It is. Look, if you are interested in buying a professional competitive drift car, the Faulkner Wheels and Tyres S13 owned by Age Panara is up for
Street
sale
registered.
currently. Street registered, yeah. Anyway, here we go. Age is going to lead. McCarthy on the chase. Let's see how these gentlemen go. Age, nice, easy entry in there. Outside zone 1, keeping it consistent. Doesn't have to do anything too crazy here. McCarthy's the one that has to prove the point, as he was in the lead position that did spin out. Age keeping it nice and flowy throughout outside zone 2. Over the line, McCarthy does close the gap and does tag the door a little bit there. Gets a little bit excited, which is lovely to see. Which is absolutely lovely to see. But backing McCarthy, mate, if there's ever an opportunity to throw it backwards, McCarthy's like, yep, I'm doing it.
That's it, mate. These guys are out there putting out a fantastic show for us, and we're all very appreciative because seeing Marcus McCarthy and H. Panaro battling now, like we said, this is a final battle.
Yeah, 100%.
But we're seeing it in the first round.
Yeah,
so
totally.
It's going to be good to see the guys pulling up here to see who the winner is. The judges will make the decision to see who's gone through to the next round. But like you said, your first out is not completely out. You've got 2 chances.
Correct. So regardless of the fact, whoever wins or loses with this one is going to go through and battle another round. And look, these drivers have been driving all day, so lots of seat time. They're having a great time. And look, we're going to have H. Panaro in the Faulkner Wheels and Tyres S13 1.5J for the win.
Down here with your winner, H. Panaro. Mate, I saw this thing up for sale. You were like, I'm not drifting, and now you're back here out here taking on our championship leader. Oh, I just had a blowout.
I changed my mind more than I changed my underwear, mate.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, brother. We're stoked to have you back with driving like this, mate. Make some noise for H. Panaro.
That's it. There you go. You have your winner, H. Panaro. Then you got Becky McCarthy right there next to him. Marcus Lovestone. I just love. I can watch him do reverse entries all day. They're just so consistent. It's insane. Oh, we're a little dark here.
We'll turn the
There we
light
go.
on. Is that
There
better?
we go.
Kind
Bit
of.
better? There we go.
There we go. Well, as you can see, we are in the front of the Keep It Reet merch van.
Yeah.
We're trying to stay out of the weather. Thankfully, we are out of the weather, and it has actually cleared up outside. So looking pretty good. As I say that, it might be spitting, but that's okay. On the line,
Here we go.
Jason Ferrin and the Barrowags up against Matt Walker.
Matt Walker.
Matt Walker's got his work cut out for him here, I'd say.
Mate, the Rush Street S13. He's got the party light in the back. He's having a good old time.
Mate, repping Togo style in the back there. Shout
That's
out.
it. Yeah, 100%.
Old mate Tom?
Against the old Jason Farron, the Kangman himself.
That's it. Back on Australian soil. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Farron, Matt Walker. Jason Farron the lead. Matt Walker to chase, is it? Here we go.
Here we go. SR versus Barra. Here we go. Farron, nice flicking. Oh, hit the sparks on the wall. Matty Walker, what's going on? Does a little spin out. The sparks from the titanium crash bar must have spooked him a little bit. Jason just has to put through a nice consistent run throughout the rest of this course. Here we go. Barra wags. Man, isn't that awesome? It's an R31 wagon with a damn Barra in it. But then look, you got Matty Walker just going through for a bit of a joyride back up to the start line.
Matty Walker nearly tagged Jason Farron with the back of his car.
Nearly. But let's have a look here at the Pertec Bayswater replay. Let's have a look at Jason's initiation. So the best part about this car, not only does it look cool, but goddamn, Jason can drive it quite well. You see here the snap to angle on the wall, bang. And the sparks, and then Matty Walker kind of spinning out as well, trying to mimic that snap to angle as well. You know, the chase car does have to mimic the lead car. Unfortunately, Jason did kind of snap it quite hard there, and unfortunately, Matty Walker did spin out, and then Jason just had to bring it over the line. So we'll see what happens when they turn it around. Now, that's the problem. See, now Matty's got his party light on.
Oh,
he's got
game on,
he's got the party light on. Yeah, now it's game on.
He's going to throw it down.
He didn't have it on before, so I think that's what the key element was. I think that's why he spun out. There was no the light diffusion for the counterbalance didn't quite work that well.
That's it. His car over-rotated, not the light.
That's correct. Look, it is drizzling a little bit, as you can see at home and
it's
here.
It's going to get interesting now, because like you said, it's now changed again. The surface has changed once more. Matt Walker now in the lead. Jason Farron to chase. Matt Walker in that Rush Street S13, and Jason Farron, the Bagger Rags. And we all know the car right behind him. Here we go. Throws it in here. Matt Walker, big throw. Jason Farron, not scared at all. He's all over him. Matt Walker up on the ripple strip. Oh, with a spin out.
Cheeky 360.
Mate,
Keeps it going.
Matt Walker was absolutely pushing that car as hard as he could. He's come into the first corner, mounted the ripple strip with the back wheels, and just held on. Unfortunately, then coming unstuck, probably with the transition. But Jason Farron all over the back of him. And it sounds... Was a bit of a clang there? No, everything's all good.
No, all good. Look, at the end, we talk about asphalt being slippery, right? But if you've ever drifted before in a wet day and you touch a ripple strip, even like with the centimeter of your tire, it is all over. Because the ripple strips, it's literally like silicon.
It's a painted surface.
It's painted. It's not rough at all. There is zero grip on ripple strips. So because of that, Matty Walker just touched it and then spun out, unfortunately. But look, both drivers are putting it down for you guys. The reason why they're spinning out is because they're not playing it safe. They're throwing it hard as they can, keeping it entertaining. That's what it's all about. We're here to entertain the crowd, entertain you guys at home, and having a good old time.
As our old friend Mozza would say, throw it in deep and hope for the best. And that's what they've done here. Just thrown it in deep and actually held on out of the track. I think it's right of the pro. If you guys want to jump in a car with the pro.
And here we go. We got the winner, Jason Farron. Mez, let's have a chat to him.
All right, I am down here with your winner, Jason Farron. Mr. Keep It Reet in your eyes when this thing did that violent 720 in front of you.
No, I was pretty prepared. I was almost going to do a 720 behind him, but I thought I'd calm it down.
Yeah, we'll just keep moving on. And, mate, what a great way to start. Mike's cutting out again. Woo!
Yeah, it's good. It's great to see the crowd coming out. It was freezing. There was an absolute gale going before. So thanks heaps to everyone coming out. Absolutely stoked. And everyone tuning in on the live streams. Had a few technical difficulties there. So thanks everyone for being patient. But we're all good now. We're ready for a big night. Hopefully it dries up completely. And let's get some doors.
Oh! The man wants some doors. And 100% everyone playing at home. We had it all set up and then we had positions. We had to adapt. We had to overcome. Keep it Reet, baby. Back to you boys in the van.
Thanks, Mez. We're in the van. That's right. But here at on the hill, these guys are all out there. Shout out to all of our spectators.
Yeah, big shout out. Yes. So essentially, all of yesterday and today, we basically were setting up. The crew was setting everything up. We had a big setup, big scaffolding up there, and then we had gale force winds that we had to relocate and shift everything back down here. So Everything's a little
Mate,
bit sketchy.
This
which,
morning,
yeah,
the
it
tower
was,
nearly took off.
the tower did. It
I
was
think
almost Mary Poppins.
That's it.
Like,
July got hit by a table.
Yep.
The entire structure nearly took off into the wind.
Yep.
So that's why we're down on the ground, nice and safe, but we've still got drifting on. That's what matters.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the best part about this sport. Rain, hail, or shine, there's still skids to have.
That's
I
it,
remember
mate.
there was even times where Calder Park was flooded like an inch deep in water. And you know what? We were still drifting.
Mate, drifting will go on forever and ever, and it doesn't matter what it's like out there. The guys will still get out there. The girls will still get out there. And thankfully to all you guys on the hill and everyone watching on the live stream, we've got people to watch.
Yeah, entirely. And look, this is all about entertainment and having fun. And the drivers are having fun. The judges are having fun. The crew half having fun because they're resetting everything up and figuring it out.
Mate, look, I
But
think there's a few
there are
grey
some.
hairs coming up.
Yeah,
from some of these guys.
I
They're
think
getting
so.
pretty stressed
I
out.
think
You know I can't help this cause they know they can never touch this. So they let me talk my shit or I might just go another feed. You know I can't help this cause they know they can never touch this. So they let me talk my shit or I might just go another feed.
and you guys that are here and are watching at home, head to live.kickreek.com and you can check out all the live updates on the back. So, simply, we're going to find out what's
I might just go another feed. You know I can't help this cause they know they can never touch this. So they let me talk my shit or I might just go another feed. You know I can't help this cause they know they can never touch this. So they let me talk my shit or I might just go another feed.
It's all-wheel drive.
I might just go another feed.
You get entries compounding into every car giveaway. And this month, $10,000 a week.
That is look, they keep it real, give it back to the community. It's always a good time. I mean, look, their car giveaways have always been insane. They're always getting better and better. RX-7s, GDRs, bloody. There's
Just
just
see
so many
the
names.
NSX.
Oh, and the
K20
K as well.
K20 turbo.
Yeah, great. That is cool stuff. Got the little A86, little 480 there. It's just amazing. Keep doing such a good job. And you know, and if you don't want to, if you are in your car, or if you're at home, because there's no reason and you want to buy some merch, keep has some awesome merch. I'm currently wearing the Barrel Wags. Because the Barrel Wags are like gangster as. What have you? You've got another one as well. Yeah, keep yeah, bubble graffiti, classic. Like, just amazing merch. You go down there, check it out. Get on the website, grab a bunch of stuff.
Mate,
It's just,
there's beans as well. Limited edition ones.
yeah.
Limited edition Miami fake snapback. So,
Oh, I haven't actually
and
done
don't
that.
forget, they also got some nice cool windows as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, so make sure you get one of those because I'd want one. Unfortunately, I'm a bit big. So,
Fair enough.
but hey, I would wear one if I could. So,
There's that much innovative stuff that always consistently rechanging things, putting stuff out there that's tailored to your needs and all these different things at once. So it's always there's always something for you. If you need something, if you want some kickery, brand, you want to suss it out,
for you. Just come see me.
Yeah, for sure.
Jump in the back of the van. Don't jump in the back of the van. Do not jump in.
All right.
Oh, dear,
So look,
dear. What else we got going on, mate? We're on the live chat.
we do have a live chat, so we have some people. That are chilling out in the live stream. And look,
Should we call some people out?
I don't know.
Scroll back.
Top gone red, I made a name for myself. Can't lie, I'm doing well for my age. My dogs said they're praying on my downfall. Well, they just choosing the casket, now they souls in the grave. I'm a star right, gotta bark right. I induce pain, I am Luke Kane, mix a Bruce Wayne. I'm a dark knight, watch you stargaze, got a hard bite. I'm a dog on the leash, better talk right. Bet I do this, not a new kid, been a student. You're a doofus, on the real if you clueless. When I shoot shit, style too crisp, and I let it all hang out like a nudist. Oh, you wanna know who I am? Oh, you wanna know me? Well, I'm the man that you knew. Now you know what it do. I'm a 94 baby, swanking like a brand new Mercedes. And I'm dapping down on my feet and my ride too clean. Wake up every morning, hit a lemon in my tea. Moral of the story is, you are you, and I am me. Just be. I'm a gentleman, now I'm settled in. Even when they said don't let them in, I said guess again. What's the will? Walk into a room and everybody stare. Godfather like presents, everybody know I'm here. Stepping right into my office, pouring bourbon on the rocks. Toast.
Yeah, look, it sounds like apparently the music is too loud on the stream. Yeah, look, we'll have a chat to the boys on the live stream. Maybe they'll hopefully fix that up for you on the live stream. Just hold tight, guys. We're getting the cars ready for the next round. A shout out to all our volunteers who are out there standing in the cold, but they're doing the best job they can to make sure that we have this event going. But while you're waiting, maybe head on over to the food trucks, grab yourself some food, hot jam donuts.
Yeah, for those
Hot
that are here.
chocolates, hot coffees.
See, there's one thing about Calder Park, and it is the hot jam donuts. Like that is probably one of my favorite pastimes is sitting by your trackside, watching some skids, eating some hot jam donuts. It's just a good time.
Wood-fired pizzas.
Oh, they're the best.
And then you've got your usual suspects. You've got the dimmies. You've got the chicken strips. Your hot dogs. But for those of you on the live stream, let us know, is that better? Can you hear us better? And can you hear less music?
Yeah.
But
let
then
us
again,
know.
realistically, are we not music to your ears?
Well, that's right. I mean, to
Probably
a degree.
not.
Probably not.
So the next battles are up in about 12 minutes. So, like I said, everyone up on the hill. If you guys want to go grab some food at the moment or go have a look around the pits, now is your time. We'll be back with you for battles in about 12 minutes' time. And we'll leave you to it.
Yeah, for those at home, go grab a drink. Go to the loo.
If you're at home,
We'll be
I'd be
back.
definitely chucking some popcorn in the microwave.
Yeah, 100%.
What's the time now? 6:30. It's pretty much dinner time.
Yeah.
But you know what? I hope you've got this on the big screen at home. Good to have it on the big screen on the dining table. You got to show your mum, your dad.
Shout out to Steve K Motorsport. We got old Steve K here.
Steve K.
Steve K.
Yeah, boys.
That is a name that I haven't seen around in a while. But look, he's a beautiful man. Love seeing him when we do.
That's it. Taylor Brozick. Look, I could be wrong, but there's no cars on the track at the moment.
No, there is no cars on the track at the moment. The drivers that are at the moment sitting trackside, they are preparing for the next round of battles. As you kind of see, we have just shots of the crowd at the moment because the drivers are getting prepared. They're changing tires over. They're refueling the cars. Now, look, they don't have to change tires because they're not burning through that much rubber, but they are probably letting the cars cool down because there's so much wheel speed. You've got to think of the transmission, the diffs, everything's really overworking. There's not much load, but things are spinning faster, and the revs are going to the moon. So the engines are red hot in the wet. So we need to make sure the drivers give the car a bit of time to a bit of TLC just to calm down a little bit, just to cool down a little bit, and then we'll get back to the action in about 10 minutes' time. So as we said before, you grab a bite to eat, go grab a drink, grab a popcorn, chuck it in the oven or in the microwave in the oven. I don't know. Chuck it on the stove, and we'll be back with you guys very, very shortly.
as the crevices on the ocean floor. But I can fly, see me walking through that open door. I'm no longer reminding them how I broke the law. So dope before I left a fall with a broken jaw. So much more I can focus on. I'm noticing hope is gone. Y'all beat us in the head with these bogus songs. They ask if I really believe in God. Why would he let evil people eat while his people starve? I tell them every question asked don't need to be solved. Like when they ask why I named myself after Vietnam. No need to be alone. I might not, can't read a poem, but I can see the future as clear as tomorrow. I'm down, surrounded by murder by the pound. Death row, the boat further down the Nile. The Nile is the P-Nile. They have it in the air till he see now. For years off top like a real freestyle.
That's where I'm at, tell them I'm right here. I stand beside a giant that besides no fear. Oh no, I never ride so low. I hear them cry, hold on, we gon' fly. Aye, 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 aye. On cloud now, we go so high. Can't bring us down, we so fly. Hold on, I know it won't be long until we see his face. It was well worth the wait when we meet him in the sky. Until then, I'm sitting here on heaven's steps. If minutes is millenniums, there's only seconds left. They chasing a meal, eat a slug before they second breath. If they make it to the table, fine, there's only seconds left. What you expect to get or recollect from those who never represent heaven? Send a teacher. If I'm speaking, it's a lesson and it's completed. Infinite evidence placed within a grace that is measureless, measured by what could never be measured with. They say we gotta see it, take a hike, never buy what they peddling. You can keep it. Plenty liars and stick with the penmanship. Put me in the Coliseum with the red letters that pray I stay strong. Even if they bear arms on your boy, call me the Reverend, son of the Father, surface, staying true to his purpose. Pray to Yahweh alone and find rest in his worship. I look to the throne whenever I'm stressing, I'm worried. He leads me by the still waters, I'm never hurried. If they ask where I'm at, tell them I'm right here. I stand beside a giant that besides no fear. Oh no, I never ride so low. I hear them cry, hold on, we gon' fly. Aye, 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 aye. On cloud now, we go so high. Can't bring us down, we so fly. Hold on, I know it won't be long until we see his face. It was well worth the wait when we meet him in the sky.
Our people perish due to lack of knowledge, not a macroeconomics, but of God's solid promise. More relevant today than it can never be tomorrow. And we don't fear your pistol, so that tip you want is hollow. Hoping the resurrection, so that pit you dig is shallow. Reaching for it's easy, cause the best of leaders follow. Call me the harbinger, tool in the hand of the carpenter. That is stereotypes in the way that they like to market us. Fist up for my people that ain't pride, it's solidarity. Truth is a rarity, we don't deal with your relativity. We woke for certain, and we don't want your bread and circus. Power the eyes, people with implication and purpose. Bigger than pound symbols and phrases without spaces. Timelines updated with prophetic application. Grinding from the basement, but we always been fly. Reaching for that maturation, cloud 7-8.
If they ask where I'm at, tell them I'm right here. I stand beside a giant that besides no fear. Oh no, I never ride so low. I hear them cry, hold on, we gon' fly. Aye, 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 aye. On cloud now, we go so high. Can't bring us down, we so fly. Hold on, I know it won't be long until we see his face. It was well worth the wait when we meet him. If they ask where I'm at, tell them I'm right here. I stand beside a giant that besides no fear. Oh no, I never ride so low. I hear them cry, hold on, we gon' fly. Aye, 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 aye. On cloud now, we go so high. Can't bring us down, we so fly. Hold on, I know it won't be long until we see his face. It was well worth the wait when we meet him in the sky.
Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, yeah, run it, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my year. Yeah, yeah, I really feel it's my time, think it's my pen ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem damn patted. Gotta keep on chugging, ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed in heaven, got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that, it's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up, I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities and never come unless you paying attention, so no, I can't miss that. Moving, MVP, I got the record, I might have to pro something. Big jumper worthy, they gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming, had to work something, cause I had nothing in my pocket, yeah, I did all that. Big plans, pockets trying to make profits, yeah, I did all that.
Run on back, or if you're dawdling, come on back. If you're at the fridge and you got us on the bloody big screen at home, We've got battles coming up. We're going to have Russell Cunningham and Bogger O'Grady. This is going to be an awesome battle. Bogger in that JZX Mark II. And then we're going to have a Russell Cunningham in that the wheel
Deal.
The wheel deal. I didn't miss the deal part.
186. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Off the line, Brendan Bogger O'Grady in the lead. Russell Cunningham to chase. Bogger in that multicoloured, mostly green JZX in front. Here we go, into the first corner. Bogger throws it in. Cunningham doing? He really tried to back it in there, didn't he?
Bogger had so much angle on that bloody JZX. I think that thing has, it's got a costal steering lock.
Yeah,
so
I'd say it'd have a costal.
It's got some pretty spastic, pretty crazy lock. I think I've only driven cars that have, like, you know, cut shut knuckles. I couldn't imagine what it's like driving up on someone that has all that steering angle. Like, it is insane. As you can see on turn 1, Bogger snapped angle on the wall. Incredible. The fact that he was able to hold it all the way down the wall, and unfortunately Cunningham having to spin out and go almost backwards, and unfortunately did stuff it up there. But look, we'll see how they go. We'll turn him around. Hopefully Cunningham gets a pretty good lead run. He can perform his best on his lead run, and then Bogger can chase him down. But yeah, look, it's still drizzling, guys, here at home. It's cold. Look at these drivers.
It ain't miserable, mate. These guys are absolutely loving it out here. Calder Park Raceway, round 4, the final round of Battle Royale by Give It Reet. Mate, it's an absolute epic night. Brendan Bogger O'Grady in that box stock conversions, JZX 100, he's ready. The wheel deal, Russell Cunningham, the 186. The boys are off the line. Russell Cunningham to lead. Brendan Bogger O'Grady to chase.
Here we go. We got Cunningham in the lead. Bog on the chase. Cunningham, nice flick. Outside zone, doing a great job. Bogger with a nice left foot brake there, trying to keep up. Oh, bye-bye goes Cunningham off the circuit on turn 1.
Mate, we can see him coming in here.
So
absolutely
much
hot.
speed.
And
Wow.
too much speed. Oh, we can see it. Unfortunately, yeah, it's starting to rain again. It is getting more slippery. And Cunningham just coming unstuck.
Yeah, stuck?
No, just coming
got
unstuck
out.
on the track, you know?
Oh, right, yeah.
Saying?
That I mean, look, the amount of speed that Cunningham had coming into turn 1, he knew he had to do something, and he thought trying to get that gap on Bogger. Let's check the Pertic Bayswater replay here and see exactly where it all went wrong. I think we know where it went wrong. It was all of his speed. He was so fast. Look at the speed that these guys are traveling whilst it's raining. Big flick, lots of coast. Bogger doing a great job modulating the throttle on the brake to make sure he doesn't crash into him. Look, great avoidance by Bogger. He did actually spin out as well, but yeah, Cunningham did send it a little bit too hard there. But look, judges are going to be deliberating, but, you know, unfortunately Cunningham did spin twice on his lead and chase, so it does look like that it may go towards Brendan. But look, we're not the judges here. We'll let the judges make that decision.
See there, that's the quad turbo Kang Gang VL turbo hoodie. Look at that, looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty gangster. Oh, they're going to do a rerun.
One more time.
They're going to go one more time. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to run a one more time based on the fact that there wasn't a good lead or a chase. Like, none of them could really do anything interesting. It wasn't a complete battle. They want to see complete battles regardless of the fact. So that's probably the primary reason why they have one more time this. But it's good to see. Look, honestly, these drivers getting more and more seat time as they can. It's always what we want to see. We just want to see drivers driving all the time consistently. So it's good to see Bogger and Cunningham go at it one more time. But up next, we're going to have Matty Walker and Jackson Snell. We're going to have Holden Commodore versus Nissan Sylvia. Blacktop Hot Shot Towing sponsored Jackson Snell. We're going to have the Rush Street S13 that's going to be battling up. Coming up next.
How cool is it, these two shots of the cars?
Look at these graphics. Look at these.
Oh, very cool graphics. This is next level, mate.
I know. Tell me about it.
Oh, mate, Alex Reed, a wizard on the computer and a wizard on the digital media. How good does it look?
100%. Alex has been doing a great job putting in all the effort and all the time to try and get this stream looking as smooth as possible for you guys here and at home. Here we go. Matty Walker, Rush Street on the lead, and we got Jackson Snell in the VE Commodore in the chase.
Mate, that VE Commodore looks very big. Oh, Matty Walker throws it in backwards. He's cutting the corner. Can he hold on to it? I don't think he can. Oh, wow.
Wowee. Look, it's just damp. It's slippery. It's a bit of It's a bit of a
kerfuffle.
bit of a kerfuffle. That's the word I was
That's
looking
right.
for. I was gonna, I was leveraging into something else. But look, that is definitely a bit of a kerfuffle. Look, it is so slippery, man. It's insane out here.
Matt Walker's not one to back down, and he did not back down.
Yeah.
Here on the Pertec Base Water replay, Matt Walker in that S13 on the lead with Jackson Snell in the V. Commodore right behind him. Here we go. Matt
Look
Walker
at it.
throws it.
Yeah,
Over
throws
rotates,
it.
but holds on to it, hoping they can bring it back, but unfortunately, just not be able to bring that back
You
again.
know what though? I mean, if you did load the clutch up a little bit, I think you might have been able to do that. But look, that's kind of a bit far fetched. Not gonna lie, he was like 140 degrees reverse entry or something. Like it was insane.
Mate, if you're gonna do a backy, you're gonna do a backy. Here we go. Here they go. They're at the start line again. Top and sides. Thumbs up for both drivers. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Walker and the Rush Street S13 on the left-hand lane. Jackson Snell all the way from South Australia in the VE Commodore on the right lane in the lead as they come into the first corner. Big throw down here. Oh, Matty Walker was right by his side, unfortunately losing control and spinning the car. Not an ideal here. Matty Walker spinning on his lead and his chase. Now Jackson Snell struggling to make it over the finish line. The boys get back around to the finish line. I think Matty Walker's lost a bit of his car.
That's it. We're gonna have these boys come around to the decision-making area. But look, I'm not entirely sure what decision we're gonna have here. It may be another one more time. It may be a decision that the judges are gonna make. Well, I'm not sure. Who bloody knows?
We're waiting for it here. Look, I ain't no judge, but I'm not gonna say anything. You know, the judges are the judges. We've got Josh Rogers up there.
Mate, those three gentlemen, Stewie Bryant, Rogers, and Pidwell, they can rack their brains on it, mate. Because yeah, look, end of the day, we're just here to we're just here for the old lip smack, mate.
Mate, lip smacking.
Yeah, smacking some lips around.
Together or?
I mean, if you
always a good time here.
Yeah, always a good time.
We got Mez just checking out the tyres. What's going on there, Mez?
Mate, it's a different type of fitment down here. There we go. Jackson Snell with the Oni camber just on one side.
Oh no.
Only camber on just one bloody side.
Back Walker with a big thumbs up. But up next, we've got Scott Miller. Casual Miller in his Nissan Sylvia up against
Marcus McCaffey.
McCaffey.
Oh,
Who's on the line right now?
on the line. We're going to have...
he's in
here we go. We got Cunningham and we got Bogger.
Mate, it's like an encore.
I know. It really is. Look, we've seen Bogger drive his crazy V8 Turbo 180SX thing. What's the nickname for that car?
Ridiculous.
The Ridiculous. That sounds about right. It is insane. His FD car is usually what he drives, but today he's driving his street, in quotation mark, JZX, the party car. So here we go. Bogger in the party car. Cunningham in the chase. Bogger, great job outside zone 1, does touch a ripple strip there, doesn't unsettle the car too much, flicking over to outside zone 2, over the crest, coming down to 3, keeping it nice and wide. Cunningham, with not as much speed as Bogger had, didn't get down there to that outside zone 3, but then tries to keep it consistent with the proximity. So a lot of these drivers are sacrificing their line to maintain the proximity coming into outside zone 3. They're fully committed into outside zone 1, 100%. As you'll see here from the Pertec Bayswater replay, Bogger, great job, consistent, outside zone 1, great job on the wall. Cunningham, right there with him, as you see, balls to the wall with him, consistent, within a car length, then starts losing gap, and then looks like the moment Cunningham touched that ripple strip, lost all the wheel speed possible. Bogger grabbed the slingshot, went straight forward over to the outside zone 3, over the line, and then Cunningham had to cut the track a little bit to try and maintain that proximity still. So it's really interesting to see the drivers adapt to different techniques, because everyone drives differently, right? So you might have someone that likes a big angle that might be a little bit slower, someone that might like to be a little bit shallow, but then maintains a lot more speed. So we'll see what happens here when we switch them around.
Mate, that's the thing though. All drivers drive differently, and it's one thing to drive fast, behind a fast driver, but to drive fast behind a slow driver,
that is hard.
That's where it gets tricky. And it comes down to not being able to just do a good chase run where it suits you, but also sometimes when it doesn't suit you, to be able to adapt and overcome that and get on to it.
100%. And look, we got inline 6 turbocharged. We've got a V8 180 SX. Let's have a look and see what happens when we turn them around. Let's check out Cunningham's lead here. Bogger, look how aggressive he is. They're right up there with him, entering alongside him. Cunningham, outside zone 1, doing a great job. Cuts the track.
Yeah, he's up on the ripple strip.
Both on the ripple strip. Bogger trying to keep that consistent proximity. Does dip down there to outside zone 3 with him. Follows along. Cunningham, looks to be a little bit of contact. Looks like there was Russell that made Bogger that just made that little bit of contact with Russell's front end that caused him to lock up. That is going to be tragic if that is going to be the deciding factor. That's going to be Russell going through to the next round. Oh, let's have a watch back here. Hopefully, if the okay, it's all good. Look, end of the day, these guys are having fun. Sometimes front wheels touch, and when that does happen, spin outs happen. It's not that pleasant. But look, we're going to go through to the decision bay. Hopefully, the judges have made one, and we can proceed through to the next round. And your winner is going to be Bogger O'Grady.
Okay, big green all down at Bogger HQ. Mate, are you loving getting behind this lounge chair on wheels again?
Hey, man. But
subtitles. He said it was really great to be out here driving and drifting. Even though the weather is a bit of a coach killer, he's having a blast and he's really stoked to see all the fans out here. All right, there we go. I might just reiterate what drivers say from now on.
Mate, just think of yourself as a translator. Check out the crowd in the pit area. Our pit areas are actually open, so if you guys want to go down and check out the cars there, you can. But right now on the line, like you said, Scott Miller from South Australia and Marcus McCarthy on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be another one to watch, another one to get on your feet for. Marcus McCarthy in that S13 in the lead. Scott Miller on the chase.
Scotty Miller trying to do a good job. Marcus McCarthy, nice and consistent outside zone 1. Scotty Miller maintaining that proximity, tucking in there, switch over the top of the crest, outside zone 2. Scotty Miller, a little bit of a straight in there. Don't know what's going on. Looks like he's missed a gear or something's going on. McCarthy doing a great job outside zone 3, then over the line. That is tragic. Scotty was right on his door.
Scott Miller on the entry was all over him, and it looks like you said, he's missed a gear, didn't have drive in the car. You can see it kind of hopping and then finally start moving again. Let's check that out again on the Pertec Bayswater replay as they set off from the line. Scott Miller, Marcus McCarthy in the lead. Scott Miller to chase as they come to the first corner. McCarthy throws it in, nice throw in there, and Scotty Miller made a perfect right next to him as they come through the first corner. As they transition here, you can see Scott Miller then bobbles, straightens up, tries to reinitiate the car, still not getting much drive, and then clicks it back into gear, I'd say.
Yeah.
And gets the car moving.
That third gear to second gear, I don't know what gearbox Scotty's using in that JZ power car, but in my JZ power car with the R154, mate, going from third to second, like a Land Rover gearbox. It's like you have to go up, swirl it around, go back 3 times, and like then it finally goes
Agricultural,
in.
hey?
Yeah, look, R154s aren't the greatest for shifting sometimes. Look, he's got the shake of the head for disapproval. He's not that happy about that. But look, let's see. Hopefully he puts through an awesome lead here, and McCarthy can return the favour with the consistent entry.
That's it, mate. As they come into the entry here, McCarthy on the chase, sorry. Oh, he throws it in now, right behind Miller. Miller, nice and perfect through. First corner. McCarthy not quite on him. Miller, nice lead run, nice and wide. McCarthy not using that to his advantage.
Yeah, look, Miller throws heaps of angle there on that switchback. Then McCarthy diving right up onto him over the line. Look, these guys know how to drive. We know that. That's settled. I think they're trying to adapt their driving to the conditions of the track. And look, some drivers throw a lot more angle than others. But look, that was a really odd place where Scotty Miller threw all that angle. It was literally past the point of the transition zone. So hopefully that was enough for to complete his run. Because as you can see here, outside zone 1 does a great job. McCarthy not as close as what Miller was. Heaps of angle. McCarthy tries to find the spot there. Little bit lagging behind on outside zone 2. Then comes over to 3. Then tucks right up again. Little bit of a scrape on the door. That's what we want to see. We want to see them banging doors, clanging doors, having fun. That's what the sport's all about.
That's it, mate. Now back on the finish line.
Mate, just a quick question. What happened? Ladies and gentlemen, he yanked it.
Hey, Mez, you want to repeat that again?
Okay, down here with Marcus McCarthy. Marcus, you just tell me what you want to say and then I'll reiterate it. You just pick out one of your...
I don't know what I've done, but I'm not finding very well right now.
That's all right, Marcus. You get back to the pits. He said he was very lucky to get through that battle. He just put his car in limp mode and he hopes he can get through it. It's tricky in these conditions and yeah, he's stoked to get through, but his car is limping away. It's misfiring. So that's going to be awesome. Back to you, boys.
Thanks for that, Mez. Up next, Jamie Stavkovsky in that AU Ford Falcon, sponsored by the AU Drift Society. Fancy that.
AU Drift Society, all
And,
you AU fanatics.
That's it. And look who it is. Danny Pesic. He's been away for quite some time and he's come back in that Fortitude Garage S13.
I remember Danny's car for years. That thing was like basically NA, and then it went from NA to low power SR, and now he's got like external gate and all the fun bits.
His car has followed Danny. Danny's gone from NA, naturally aspirated, and now look at him.
Mate,
he's got some big guns on him, that boy.
The bloke has turned the boost up, is what I'm saying. He's turned the boost up.
He's got some forged rods for arms and some big shoulders, that boy.
Look, let's hopefully he's able to wrench the wheel in these tricky conditions and outdrive Stavkovsky here. But look,
mate, he's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be hard because Stavkovsky has been turning it up event after event after event after event.
Mate, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of the Falcons. I don't mind it. I'm not a big fan of them. But Jamie Stavkovsky, every event, like you said, he's been absolutely hammering that car and pushing it to the limit.
Mate, he's won People's Choice Awards. I'm pretty sure he's won all these.
He's won my award. I love it.
Oh, he's definitely won my award too. But the consistency of his driving. I remember when we were running round, I think it was round 1 or round 2 in the FD layout, and the amount of he was one of the only few drivers that were that consistent throughout the entire night. It was just amazing to see the big 4-door Falcon going through that little concrete jungle, and he did a phenomenal job. But let's see how they go here. We're gonna have the AU Falcon in the lead. We're gonna have Danny in the S13 in the chase. Let's see how these boys go.
Here we go, off the line. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for this. Jamie Stavkovsky in that black AU Falcon in the lead. Danny Pesic the chase as they come to the first corner. Jamie Stavkovsky throws it in. Nice and wide. Danny Pesic right behind him. Quite all over his door, but now he's closing in now as they transition into the Thunderdome. Stavkovsky, nice, smooth run, but here we go. Danny makes contact. Spins Stavkovsky around.
Whoo! Look, Danny was going for it. He really wanted to close the gap there on outside zone 3, and he went, you know what? I'm going to go full throttle and
Mate, if we were judging police pit maneuvers, I'd say Danny Pesic got a 10 out of 10.
100%. That was definitely a highway patrol style pit maneuver. That was amazing. All right, here we go. Let's have a look at the Pertec Bayswater replay. As you can see, Stefkovsky goes up to outside zone 1. Nice on the wall. Little bit of a wobble there, not a whole lot of angle. Danny actually has a lot more angle there on the chase, then uses that to his advantage to try and close the gap coming out to outside zone 2. He then uses that advantage once again and then just tags the rear of the car. Slight little tap that spun him around. Look, it was in a really good position to spin him out. If it was a little bit further down the track, he probably would have hit the tyre barriers. It would have been a bit of a schmozzle. But look, end of the day, he did touch it. You can't do that. I mean, you can touch the lead car, but you can't spin them out.
That's it. Look, Jamie looked like he might have slowed down a little bit there, but was it enough? Or was it, enough to warrant Danny spinning him out? Not too sure.
Not too sure. We'll have a look out. Oh,
bit of thumbs down for Stefkovsky.
He wants to see a clean battle. Come on, let's go.
Danny. He's avoiding.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Eye contact with Jamie.
Yeah, he's like, oh no. Here we go.
Here we go. On the line, Danny's messing. Jamie Stefkovsky Pesek in the lead. Stefkovsky on the chase.
Here we go. We got Pesek. Nice. Lots of angle. Let's see if he can hold it. Stefkovsky. Not as much angle, but look at the proximity.
He's all over him.
On outside zone 2, still surges forward. Danny doing a great job trying to keep consistent at outside zone 3.
Oh my God.
Look at that 4-door. Look at that AU.
Mate, Jamie Stefkovsky.
I told you he's hard. I told you he's hard. Hard to beat.
Mate, he was all over Danny Pesek. Danny Pesek putting down a fantastic lead run. Let's check that out one more time on the Pertec Bayswater replay. Danny Pesek in that S13 in the lead. Jamie Stefkovsky on the chase as Danny throws it in. Danny throws it in and puts backwards. Stefkovsky, not a great entrance on the way in there. That is going to hurt him on points, but then he's all over his door, recovers it, and he's all over Danny. Danny, a nice lead run, nice smooth, nice and quick. Mate, that's going to be a hard one to call, I'd say, because as fantastically as Jamie chased that, Jamie did kind of botch the entry.
Yeah.
And that was a nice lead run.
It was, yeah. And
Danny
did put down a textbook lead, so we'll see what happens here.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Danny Pesek for the win. Like I said, it's not as clear cut as watching the chase run.
All right, down here with Danny. Mate, bit on there. Hey, you said it best, brother. It is tricky out there. But Danny, you've won the battle. You live to see another day. Keep going, brother. Make some noise for Danny Pesek. I'm not hearing much noise.
Woo! Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise for the boys and the girls out there. They're all putting on this show for you. But right now, on the start line, John Hurst, Blake Cody, Johnny Hurst in that Nissan Skyline, sponsored by Ratbag. And Blake Cody, sponsored by Goodyear Auto Care in that VN Commodore. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a fun one, I'd say.
Yeah, this is two interesting cars.
Every battle, don't I?
Yeah, but this is going to be fun because these are two really interesting cars. We don't really see
them. Very family cars.
Family cars. 2 4-doors. We don't really see these VQ bases as well, especially VNs. But let's have a look here. Cody, good job on the initiation. Big V8 on that thing. Oh, tags a ripple strip. Unfortunately, re-initiates the car. Hurst doing a great job trying to keep it off him a little bit. Then then he catches him towards the end there. Yeah,
look. It's a hard one when you come out a bit wide. Like you said, those ripple strips are painted.
They are.
A painted surface in the wet, no fun. The thing is, you have 2 options there. You can either hold onto it and try and ride the ripple strip.
Yeah.
Or you kind of back off a little bit. Or if you're not hitting it with enough speed, it will then spit you back out in the opposite direction.
Correct, yeah. And I think that's kind of what happened here. He didn't really ride the ripple strip. As you see, good initiation. Cody comes up towards it. A little bit of a tap, and then the rear end switches into the center. Then goes, oh crap, reinitiate. Then Hurst is kind of just sitting there in the background watching it all sort of unfold and takes the opportunity of the reinitiation on outside zone 3 to then close the gap. So, look, it was a decent chase by John as well. John did a great job on the chase to obviously not go through with him into that zone, but he did it towards the end. So we'll see what happens when we turn these boys around, and we're going to have the John Hurst and the VQ going to be chasing. So they're going to be leading Blake Cody in the VN Commodore.
That's it, with a switcheroonie. To the guys there on the line. John Hurst, Blake Cody. Blake Cody, like hell in that car.
I know, he's got the red, got the lights everywhere, party lights.
And they're off, ladies and gentlemen. Blake Cody in the lead in that VQ powered V35. Sorry, John Hurst, and then Blake Cody in the VN Commodore. As they throw it in here, nice initiation, nice throwdown by John Hurst. Blake Cody now closing the gap. Can he get on his door? Blake Cody's just kind of dropping back and not much angle either.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see. I mean, look, primarily the runs tonight have been based off of the lead run. That's what the judges have kind of been focusing on. The consistent lead will primarily get through. And look, unfortunately, Blake Cody on his lead did touch it, but let's have a look here and see what Hurst did on his. Outside zone 1, lots of speed, nice and committed. Does touch a ripple strip, but then uses it to his advantage to switch the car out to outside zone 3. And then Blake Cody's just sitting there, same amount of proximity that John had, but because John didn't straighten, Blake wasn't able to actually catch up like they did in the previous one. So it's going to be interesting to see where the judges spin here. Here we go, the judges have decided Mr. John Hurst is going to go through with a win to the next round.
All right, John, Giant Slayer, and I'm saying that because it's a big lumpy V8 compared to this V8, you know. Hey, are you having fun out here or what? You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Your enthusiasm makes John drive harder. 100%. He just said, John, you keep charging, brother. You're onto a winner. You're driving very consistent tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, the enthusiasm really does.
There we go. We got Sanderson up next with Mike Lake. We got Sanderson in the VE Ute, and then Mike Lake in the party car. Got the lights going in the two-step garage E36 BMW. That thing's got a turbo. If you've seen Mike Lake, he's all over. You've seen.
Mike Lake builds cars thing, what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But here we go, JN build car, Jordan Sanderson at VAU, Mike Lake in the E36. Jordan Sanderson in the lead, Mike Lake to chase.
Let's see how they go here. Mike Lake's really good at keeping it consistent on the initiation. As you can see, Sanderson's been quite consistent as well. This is going to be a battle to watch, ladies and gentlemen. Sanderson going up on the dirt, then unfortunately Mike follows. Then Sanderson continuing along. He did put almost 2 wheels off the circuit, and Mike Lake does reinitiate and comes up behind him. That speed on initiation was amazing for both drivers. They kept it consistent, but unfortunately, it was just a little bit too quick. They hit the wet patch, they coasted off, and they went on to the dirt. Let's have a look here at the Pertec Bayswater replay, Chunga. Let's break it down.
That's it, mate. I don't think Mike Lake's had any call for this one, because you can see here, as the initiation goes, Jordan Sanderson throws it in nice and hard, but then unfortunately overshoots that corner, drops it in, but Mike Lake is doing what he's going to do. He's following him exactly and follows him off track.
Yeah, and look, it's even a wheelbase thing. Obviously the Utes wheelbase might be a little bit longer than the BMW. So the moment Mike touches that ripple strip, we've seen him in practice and qualifying. The moment he's ever touched that ripple strip, it's almost like it's just something that just has to go up and spin out. So he's full committed. Try and keep it on Sanderson's door. Great job on initiation, but look, Sanderson brings him into the drink a little bit, and unfortunately he does get swamped. But look, we're going to turn them around. Mike Lake, peace sign up, happy days, thumbs up from Sanderson. Let's bloody get it, ladies and gentlemen.
Mike Lake to the lead in that two-step garage, E36 BMW, and Jordan Sanderson in that JN built VE Commodore Ute. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Lake throws it in. Sanderson right by his side. Sanderson straightens the car right by his side. He's right next to him. Oh, over rotation. Jordan Sanderson gets too keen and spins that car out. But hey, look at that. That's some smoke now.
That is smoke.
It's starting to dry out.
It is. Our prayers have been answered. No more rain. Please, no rain, just for this
Fingers
evening.
crossed, but look at that. That's mean that it is quite patchy out there. It is dry, wet, dry, like you said, mate. But Mike Lake coming in here on the Pertec Bayswater replay.
Yeah.
Mike Lake throws it in. Jordan Sanderson throws it in right by him, with him. Bit of a straight in there. The reinitiates.
Yeah.
And I think he's coming in too hot, too quickly, and then spins the car out.
Yeah, but see, even Mike had to, you see Mike pop the handbrake up, go for the gas, the car comes off the wall, and then he does need to pop the handbrake again to extend the drift out a little bit to make the circuit. So it is patchy, but it is drying up. It'll be interesting to see where the judges swing here, as both drivers had a little bit of whoopsie. It wouldn't surprise me if everyone are even surprised. But look, not judges. So we're just here to keep you.
But how good does that wrap look on Mike Lake's car?
I was gonna say that car looks amazing.
I think it was helped out by the boys, Andrew Evo.
Yeah, twin gate out the bonnet, looks gorgeous. I mean, Mike's always been about presentation. His cars leave the track battle, come back, and they look sick. They look clean. They look beautiful.
He's
So
like a fishing ship owner. He comes out battered.
and
one more time.
There we go.
You know what? I'm keen to see that one more time. See these guys go again.
Yeah.
Mike Lake, all smiles. Jordan Sanderson. Oh, look at this.
Ooh, we're gonna have Panara and Barley.
I'm saying this is the biggest battle yet.
The problem is that all these drivers, all these battles, we've seen this happen.
Insane. Patrick Barley on the lead in that carbon Kevlar Corvette. H. Panara in that 1JZ. S13 by his side. Big throwdown by Patrick Barley. Barley coming in hot. H. Panara sitting back, but right next to him. Nearly takes the front of his car from the transition, but here we go as they come into the Thunderdome. Barley pulling away. Big angle, wants to smoke, but H. Panaro trims the line to try and get back on door, and they come over the finish line.
Yeah. It's a really. I mean, look. At the end of the day, Age had to either choose between keep the gap and keep it consistent, like on the same line, or then try and trim the gap and get the proximity. And look, he made a decision. I think he's going to pay off because it's all about being close to the lead car. Barley's entry here. Let's have a look at his lead run. Nice simple pull on the handbrake, a little bit of a left foot brake there, bang, on gas, coast, bit of a throttle, a little bit of a wobble as he touched the rumble strip. Age kept it consistent there, but then as you can see, as Barley brought down through the Thunderdome with that momentum coming down the hill, he just turned the blaze on. He just rifled.
You know what happened? Barley hit the Thunderdome, and what do you do when you hit the Thunderdome? Drop the hammer. You drop the hammer, and that he did.
I mean, that engine's kind of like built for a Thunderdome.
That's it, mate. That's
you know what I mean? So, you know, it got to its natural habitat. Oh, they're on it.
NASCAR spec car.
Yeah, the NASCAR spec V8 that's in that Corvette.
Look at that bump on the front of it.
Oh, it's insane. That car is it's literally a work of art.
Pat's on the other side of the car as well.
It's yeah, there you go. Look at that.
Pat Barley having competed at the International Drifting Cup at all-time track just last weekend.
Yeah.
And now he's back to keep it Reet up against H. Panaro. H. Panaro competing just outside the local establishment, I'd say.
Yeah, local establishment. Look, we've got a local driver, and then we've got Barley, who's a interstate driver. Here we go. Let's have a look here. H. Panaro, nice, consistent, not that much speed in Ocean outside zone 1. Keeps it. Very, very solid job. Maintaining angle.
Fast.
Very fast. Lots of angle. Looped it over.
That's it. It's coming really hot.
Lots of speed.
And that transition is way too quick.
As we said earlier on in the night, that top part of that circuit on the transition is the snap point. Because it's dry due to it being the highest part of the circuit, it just forces the drivers that are coasting in to then give it gas. As soon as they pop the clutch on the transition, it's like too much grip. Then it goes, then you wash out. So it's very, very, very tricky to navigate this circuit. But H did a good job here, keeping the consistent angle from, he wound the angle in, held it the entire way. Barley did a great job keeping the gap, saw that H had a lot of angle, and he did back off.
You can see that transition as he was loading up. He just had too much energy into that transition. You can see it load up and bang, around he went.
Yeah, that is unfortunately, very unfortunate to see, unfortunately. But look, Age is, we've seen Age drive the legs off of that car, so tonight is definitely not the night for him, I don't think. And Barley is going to be going through to the next round.
Right down here with Patrick Barley.
Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick Barley, he's very, look at that, smiles all around. He's excited, as you would be, but look at that beast. Mike Lake's car on the line. Two-step garage, E36 up against BMW. With BMW, sorry, Commodore. I'm getting confused. Jordan Sanderson backing up. What's he doing? He's scared. He's scared of Mike Lake, you'd say.
Maybe.
Mike Lake is that big grin. Kind of scary.
Yeah, look, that car does look gorgeous. I mean, look, if I was battling Mike Lake, I wouldn't want to ruin that car, so I would be a little bit timid.
I wouldn't want to ruin the car, but I definitely want to put it through his door. I think Mike would welcome it.
Welcome it indeed. Here we go. We're going to have Sanderson on the lead. We're going to have Mike Lake on the chase. We're going to see him turn around at the end of this. This is the first half of the rerun. Let's see some good battles, ladies and gentlemen. I'm keen to see it. Let's go, boys. Let's send it. We got Sanderson on the lead, driving up. Mike Lake just tailing there behind him. Good flick out onto the wall by both drivers. Mike Lake keeping it consistent. Oh, again, Sanderson goes up on the ripple strip. Mike Lake preempting that and forcing the car to slow up a little bit. As you can see, Mike, looks like he does have a missed gear or something going on there. He did try, he knew he could see the trajectory of Sanderson, and he backed off, which was great. But then for some reason, looked like he either missed a gear, mechanical, something going on there. We'll find out very shortly, but yeah, mate, it's so disappointing to see when the initiation is like that, and then you get to this point of the run, and you're like, almost there, and then as you can see, he's kind of dropped the anchor, then dropped the clutch, and then
Drop the anchor. That's one of his clothing brands
that
as well.
is one of his clothing brands.
Yeah. Maybe he did it on purpose. Today he's like, you know what? If I just drop the anchor here, they'll plug my brand.
I mean, look, maybe it was strategic. You know, Mike's all about marketing, so we'll see how we go.
Mike and Marketing Lake back on the line.
Yeah, they're going to go back on the line. They're going to fight it out for the second half. Look, let's hope that these boys check the side. Mate, they're brand spankers, mate. I put them on for a roadworthy.
Hey, Jordan, you're not putting the foot down hard enough, mate.
You need to send it a bit more.
Mike Lake in that two-step guard, E36 BMW in the lead in that bright pink-purple car. Jordan Sanderson right behind him as they throw it in. Mike Lake, huge angle. Sanderson closing in. He's getting right on his door. Mike Lake transitions. Sanderson caught off guard, maybe got too close for his own comfort now. Massive understeer by Sanderson. But Mike Lake putting out a pretty good lead run, I'd say.
Mike doing a phenomenal job. Unfortunately, Sanderson got a little hungry there. He saw the pocket and he stayed in the pocket for too long. Didn't allow Mike to transition. By the time he knew the transition was happening, he had to back off. And then it stuffed him up for outside zone 3. So let's have a look at the replay here. Mike's always been about that snappy initiation. Lots of angle. Great job. Hits the transition. Sando drops back a little bit. Unfortunately, does have a wobble there. All big straighten. And then Mike continues through. Look, both these drivers put down a really good lead run, right? We know that. They put down a good lead run. Their chases on both parts are a little, but you know what? It's probably, the decision's going to probably be made about the lead run rather than the chase. But we'll see. See what the judges have to say, making a decision.
Big shout out to Corey. Corey! Gotta love seeing the boys hanging around. Big shout out to all of the staff, the volunteers out here tonight, braving that wind and cold, but they're out there putting on a fantastic show for you. And the guys now waiting on the line, still trying to figure out who the winner is. Not an easy job these judges have. Trying to decide between lead runs and chase runs. That's 4 runs they need to have in their heads and remember back to.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, they're going again.
The rerun.
Rerun it one more time. This will be the 3rd battle they're going to have. Look at that. Mike's all bloody smiles. He's all smiles. He's happy. He's happy to see it. He just wants to keep battling. He doesn't care who he battles. He just wants to keep battling.
That's it, mate. Those of you on the live stream, shout out to you all. See you on the live chat on YouTube. If you have any comments or questions, definitely throw them through to us and we'll see what you say or do. You guys want to see some online drifting, e-drifting?
Oh, yeah.
Christian Stella, my mate here.
Yeah.
You're pretty much like a pro, aren't you?
Oh, I mean, look, I wouldn't say pro, but
you stream it, you've got your TikTok, what's it called? So Crispy?
Yeah, So Crispy.
Yeah,
it's a little fun brand. I like to have a bit of fun. You know, some of us blokes, you know, there's a financial side of drifting that unfortunately I can't fulfill. And that sometimes you can't fulfill it, but look, then we turn to the sim life, and that's where the fun is had at the moment.
Very nice. So maybe go check him out at So Crispy Christian Stella on TikTok and on Instagram. Get around and Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch as well.
That's it. I don't do this.
Forget about that.
Who can drive
these two?
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you're ready for this. Make sure you're sitting or standing. Jason Farron in the bagger wags. Cam Martin, Jason Farron on the lead. Cam Martin right behind him as they throw it down. Both cars screaming. Jason Farron, 50-50 grind on through that corner. But Cam Martin closing the gap there. Can he get on his door? As they come over the finish line, Cam Martin pushing as hard as he can. Jason Farron throwing it down into that first corner. Absolutely ripping up that ripple strip. And let's check out the replay, mate.
That was insane. Farron's all about sending it, and Cam just doesn't care. Just send it. Ain't care at all. Farron, big flick up on the wall. Doesn't quite hit the spark strips, but you know what? Goes up 50-50 grind. Cam keeps it consistent, sees that he has made that error, takes that opportunity to try and insert himself into that situation right there to outside zone. Trying to find different words. And it's not quite happening.
Yeah, that's it, mate. You can see there that Cam Martin was just definitely trying to penetrate that lead run. Trying to get up on Jason Farron's, but Jason's car. What's going on there? Is there something wrong with it? This bloke, just get in front of the camera, mate. Jason may have DB'd at a time, possibly. And limping back to the pits.
Yeah, there's something going on there. I think something might have happened as Jason went over the ripple strip on the 50-50 grind. Look, this isn't Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. This is a Keep a Reet Battle Royale round 4. Unfortunately, these things do happen where cars do come off circuit. But unfortunately, unlike the sim life, in real life, you have to go, and fix it. There's Cam. He don't know what's going on.
So Stella, let's give you some hard facts. He's going on that ripple strip, but on that ripple strip, there's a little bit of metal framework, and that's what's getting these guys' tyres off rim. So, yeah, look out for that metal. It's only on the outside one.
That's it. You can see here, Corey in the background, hands in the air like he doesn't know what's going on, but they're trying to find the jack, get the car up off the ground, change the tyre over.
Yeah, bit of D-beat. D-beat is a drifter's worst nightmare.
That's it. Here we go. They've got on it now, the boys, the crew. Jason Farron waiting patiently. The guys, they're 5 minutes, is it? 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 minute rule. 5 minute rule. Look, they're just zap.
Hurry up, boys!
Hurry up, mate. Get the tyre on. Got a battle to
Ooh,
do.
look at those VS.
VS KFs.
XX?
XX.
VSXX. Mate, Cam Martin's collecting them all, so if you need more, you want to get rid of some VSXXs, hit him up, Cam Martin. He wants to buy them all, 5-star and 4-star, he'll take it.
He'll take it. And the cool thing about Cam's car is there's a lot of things. It's a 4-door, it's got another Perspex rear window.
Mate, look, check the exhaust coming up.
Oh no, where's the exhaust? There it is, look at the exhaust. There it is, popping some flames. You did deafen the cameraman. Look at that. The exhaust is not under the car, it comes out near the tail light. And that's just the Cam Martin spec.
How clear is this shot on the live stream?
The clarity is amazing. I know these boys have been struggling, for the last hour and a half, 2 hours trying to get it right for you guys at home. But thanks for bearing with us, for you true fans that have stuck around and that have been watching the entire time, battling through the weather elements the technical elements as well.
That's it. A lot of stuttering on the live stream, unfortunately, but that's because of the weather.
Yeah.
But hopefully we've got through that, I'd say. Big shout out to everyone else out on the hill. You guys are absolutely braving the weather.
Totally.
What a bunch of legends.
It's a lot of effort. So there's a lot of effort that goes into the preparation, the
setup.
It's set up for the event for the people that are here, and for you guys at home, it's the crew set up with all the tech stuff. There's so many variables that can go wrong. There's all these bits and pieces, but look, we're here to try and put on a show for everyone here that's watching. Put on a show for the drivers. Let the drivers have fun. And look at the crowd turnout. Look at you guys there on the hill. There is a phenomenal effort for all the crowd that are here. So big props to you guys that are here today, checking it out. And if you're at home and you live in Melbourne and you aren't here, you know what you have to do next year. Round 1, you better be down here. Friday Night Drifts, you better be down here. You want to know why?
No,
it's a bar.
No, next year. Don't worry about next year. Do you know what's coming up soon?
What's coming up soon?
Mate, LZ Fest is coming to Melbourne.
LZ's coming to Melbourne?
Yep. Drift Games, Keep It Reet, LZ Fest. We'll be here at Calder Park Raceway. I think they'll be running the wall. Gonna be through the bowl, and there's like Mad Mike coming down. Now, obviously Adam LZ.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't got your tickets yet, I mean, I don't know.
Mate, Dave from Drift Games. We've got a whole bunch of drivers, local drivers as well. Bunch of guys from New Zealand, guys from Europe. I think Sammit's coming down. Who else? Do you know who else?
I saw a drivers list earlier on, but there's a massive amount of drivers that will be rocking up. It's going to be insane.
Pretty sure Cam Martin's driving. Jason Farron, all the big boys. It's going to be an epic event. LZ Fest. Make sure you just check it out on Facebook and Instagram. It's one not to miss. If you're going to miss something, it's not the one.
100%. You do not want to miss this one. This is going to be the event to attend.
You know, if you miss it, I'd say you should kick yourself, but I'd even help you out. I'd kick you.
I mean, look, you got people like Samet, Jimmy Oakes, Matt Mike, Colette Davis, LZ, Grant Anderson, Rudnick's coming down, Drift Games, Animal Style, Keeper Reet, Jake Jones, the Squid, here we go. Jenkins Brothers, got Stewie Bryan as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the line. Here we go. Look at this entry. They're right side by side. Jason Farron, Cam Martin, Jason Farron, all over the side of Cam Martin. Cam Martin, can he get away? Cam Martin, nice. Pulls the lead there, Jason Farron. Big straighten as he comes through here.
Oh, something happened.
Jason Farron started off all over the side of him, and then unfortunately he straightened the car up. You might be able to check that out on the Pertec Bayswater. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, on the live stream. For those of you who are here, check it out on the big screen as they come in here. Jason Farron, big initiation right behind Cam Martin, and he comes up right behind him, puts it on his door as they come through the transition down the hill. That's where Jason Farron's car straightens up, and unfortunately maybe loses a bit of drift there.
Wow, that's really interesting to see. Unfortunately, did lose it there. Straightened right up, and he couldn't hold it back. And your winner going through to the next round is going to be Cam Martin.
Cam, the bucket hat is on, the grin is big. Just whisper into my ear, how good does it feel to beat Jason and just sort of add to the complexities of his championship run?
I'm not in the contention.
He said playing consistent, having fun out there, and there was a whole lot of other stuff, but he's really stoked to be here, and yeah, apologies about this mic stuff, but we're doing our best with what we can.
Looks like punch on. No, it's just hugs. Hugs and nugs. That's what the boys love. Cam Martin, Jason Farron. They're talking about how they want to bump bumpers later on.
They're just discussing who hit who, and it's been decided that it was clean. It was safe. This is quite. How long's the break?
The boys having a bit of a laugh. It's always good to see the guys out there after a battle. You know, there's a winner here, but they're still good mates. Bucket hat mates. Look at them there on the line. Jason Farron at the Barrel Wags, back from New Zealand, now on Australian soil. It's a car to check out. Definitely, if you're in the pits, check it out. If you're on the hill, go down to the pits, check it out. If you're at home, come down to the pits and check it out. But if you can't check it out tonight, like I said, LZ Fest, that car will be there, as well as Cam Martin in that very beautiful R33 four-door with that side pipe exit. Both cars absolute flame monsters. It's a good setup there. Jason Farron, get the car out of there. It's a bit warm under the bonnet, but it's okay. Nice and vented. You can see the pit area nice and open. If you guys are here, you can check out all the cars. Say hello to your favourite drivers. It's all open and access is easy for all of you there. And if you want, head on down to the girls at the merch tent and grab a ride of the pro. But right now, up next, Jordan Sanderson, Mike Lake. Mike Lake in that E36 two-step garage. Nerds kind of inspired BMW. And Jordan Sanderson in his Holden Commodore. Not the Zek Nova car on the screen there, but the JN built car. The next battle to come up right now on the track. It's Ride of the Pro, with the first car maybe riding off the track with a pro. You know, it's all part and parcel with the experience, you know. There's one thing to go around the track, you know, on track. There's also an experience coming off track at speed. Big shout out to our sponsors, Haltech, Shockworks, Zoo Performance and Pertec. And don't forget Phoenix Radiators, Newline and Scott's Tyres. All these guys out there helping us out, bringing this, making sure that this event can go ahead. Oh, Mike Lake has said on the live stream, free kisses all round if he wins this battle. That's it, Mike Lake, free kisses all round if he wins this battle. Mike Lake, you better win this battle because I want a kiss. Ryan Ross, let's get the commentators on the group chat. Mate, I'm here. Tell me what you want to tell me and I'll respond possibly. Look, I think Ryan Ross, mate, you need to turn your volume on. Yeah. He says, come on, we need to get them talking about the YouTube chat.
What do you mean we're here talking to you, chat? Come on, chat. What's wrong with you?
The whole thing we're doing is talking about this chat right now.
I know.
That's right. Ryan Ross, he'll figure out how to unmute us eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
Maybe he's watching the wrong event.
I wonder how many smooches that Mike will be handing out.
Oh, mate. All right, so right now we're just waiting. Jordan Sanderson has called a 5-minute. That means he has 5 minutes to fix something on his car. We're not too sure what exactly needs to be fixed, but these guys can't be fixing the cars between battles whenever they want. They have to call a 5-minute rule, and they only get one, maybe two. I think it's one per event. So Jordan Sanderson's called his there. Obviously, we want to see cars out on tracks, and the guys can't be mucking around too much, but right now, hopefully, we can get them on track as soon as we can. You know what? I'm going to go down and see Mike Lake, baby. Age, he wants to know where we're going to go eat tonight. Mate, the best place to eat tonight is up on the hill. We want to grab some food from the pizza truck, as well as everything else. We're just waiting for the drivers. Jordan Sanderson called a 5-minute rule, but Mike Lake, he's here at the dummy grid waiting. He's on his phone, obviously, talking to people on YouTube. Is it time to go? Not time yet. There's no other cars here. Mike, you said you're going to give some free kisses out to everyone. How many kisses?
I have at least 50 left in my lips, so if I can win this battle, free kisses and maybe a scoop of fish and chips for everyone.
Can I get one free right now?
Give it to me, baby. Mwah.
Oh, nice kisses, Mike. How's the car going, mate?
So far, so good. We had a couple of mishaps earlier in the day. We basically blew a diff, but the boys got the diff replaced, and it's been on song all day. I feel awesome out there, man. These changing conditions are super sketchy. Every time you throw it in, you kind of just cross your fingers and hope for the best, but that's where all the fun's at, so it's sick. Mate,
we're loving the way you're driving. You threw a huge entry on that last one you did. It looked really cool. The car looks great, but Jordan is pulling up, so maybe time to put your helmet on. I'd say, mate, good luck, Mike. Jordan Sanderson now on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. The boys are back in town, and they're heading back around to the start line.
That's it. It's going to be interesting to see this battle between Sanderson and Mike Lake. They've had 3 runs. This is going to be their third. Rerun, I should say. At the moment, they're both causing a little bit of mishaps, but hopefully they put down a consistent run now. As the track has dried up quite a bit, there's been some runs in between from their first one to this one here. They've had probably 5 or 6 different battles, so the track has dried up quite a fair bit. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what exactly happened. This is the as you guys can see at home here. This is the Ride with the Pro driver. So, what is Ride with the Pro? If you come down to our events at Keep It Reet, you can definitely jump in a drift car. There's limited spots. You can book in to get some of the best laps with pro drivers, and they will throw it down for you. It's going to be insane. Like it's the best thing ever. I do it almost every event whenever I'm here. I have to jump in a car, and I just go straight there, bang, Ride with the Pro, get in a car, and zoom out. It is the best. It is the most fun you'll ever have. Ride with the Pro is so damn fun. So if you're here, if you're considering coming down, or if you've never been in a drift car and you want to really get in one, come on down. If you're in the state, make a weekend out of it. Come on, you're missing out. You're honestly missing out. You do. You need it. You need it. Anyway, here we go. Sanderson. Look at that V8. Look at the wrap. Look at the top. It's amazing. The thing's quite high. And then you got the other side. You've got the lights. Oh, look at the steam coming off Sando's tyres there. Here we go, Sando in the lead. Mike Lake in the chase. Kisses all around if Mike Lake gets the win. I'm not sure if Sanderson will do the same, but fingers crossed, either one of these guys is going to take home the consistent battle and a win. Here we go, Mike Lake getting right up on the door. Sando, big flick initiation outside zone 1. Mike Lake doing a great job holding the proximity. Sanderson dipping up there on that ripple stream, missing outside zone 2. Mike Lake, a little bit of a wobble there as Sando did get up on that outside zone, then flicking over to 3. That was a little bit of a wobble there. As you saw, Sando went up, then Mike Lake goes, oh, what happened here? A little bit of a wobble, then Sando didn't make it out to outside zone 2, but Chunga, check out this replay.
Mate, that's in the per second pace, what a replay. You can see here, Jordan Sanderson throws it in on entry. Mike Lake right behind him. Sanderson, that big Commodore, throws it down. Comes in, Mike Lake right by his side, but Jordan Sanderson goes a bit too deep. Mike Lake decides not to follow him off track. Is that going to penalise him? You know, he kind of had to back off a bit. Should he have stayed with him and kind of hit that little strip, or did he do the right thing and back off?
I think he kind of did the right thing by backing off a little bit because he didn't maintain the dribble. It's not like he backed off and spun out. So I think there might be some advantage towards Mike there, as Sando did have a fair wobble getting to outside zone 2. But we'll see what happens. We'll see if Mike can keep it consistent. We'll see if Sando can return the favour here by putting down a sick chase line as well. But yeah, interesting to see. But I just can't get over the colour of that BMW. It's bloody unreal.
Very nice ride. Helps get back when he needs to. He's on that business. And Royale, I think it is.
Yes.
Here we go. Stick and run. Mike Lake in the lead. Jordan Sanderson on the chase. Mike Lake in the E36 BMW. Throws it down. Sanderson right by his side. Mike Lake throwing it down. Oh, he's got up that ripple strip. Sanderson follows him and spins it.
Sanderson understeering halfway through outside zone 1. Ooh.
Sparks from the front of Mike Lake's car.
Yeah,
and the car not driving very well.
Something's going on there. Something happened as Mike went up on the ripple strip.
That is not
But
ideal.
Sando was already understeering before he got to that point. So it's not like that the impact from Mike going into the ripple strip forced Sanderson to spin. Sanderson had already had a bit of understeer. Something was happening between both those cars. Looks like Sando's kind of powered it down. Something's going on here. We're going to have the recovery team come out and suss it out. But let's check out the Pertec Bayswater replay and kind of let's have a look here, because we don't like broken cars. Broken cars mean no fun. Like no one likes that. So let's have a look here. Mike flicks it in. Outside zone 1 does a great job. Sando then comes up behind him. Oh, as you can see, there's a big like all 4 wheels kind of smoke up. So I don't know if Sando hit the brakes and then found a little bit of understeer. Looks like I don't know.
I don't know if there were flames because his waistcoat's out the bottom.
Correct.
That was sparks coming out the
That
bottom,
was
I'd say.
sparks. It almost looks like there was some sort of like steering. Could be steering rack. Could be something in the front. It was under the front left
you know
wheel.
What? I reckon he's probably hit too much boost and he's blown the weld to his intake and his floor pan has fallen out.
Something's going on. I mean, look, it's nighttime, so we see sparks. Maybe during the day when you're drifting, you don't really see these sparks.
Too soon, Junior.
So maybe he hit the nitro button, mate. I don't know.
Police came to my house to disrespect
Hey,
my family.
boys.
Yeah.
I just happen to be down here with the guy you're talking about. Why don't we just ask him what's actually going on?
Oh, yeah? Can you tell us what's going on?
Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Well, there was a bunch of the sketchiest battles I've ever had in my life. Something's happening with my car. It was only at the end of that run, actually. I felt pretty good for the rest of it. But yeah, we just had some sketchy battles. The conditions out there are crazy, and we're trying to send it as hard as we can, so these things are bound to happen. But at least you guys got to see some contact and some good drifting, so I'm stoked.
You should be chuffed. But you told us what was going out on track, but what's going on with your car? That's what we want to know.
I think it's a one-wheeler peeler, so we've got to fix an axle in the back, and we'll be back in the competition.
Mate, you're taking on some big names today. You're doing not too bad for a young bloke.
Yeah, look, I'm pretty stoked. We got selected for the LZ Fest, and ever since we got told about that, I just feel like everything's kind of coming together. There's no nerves whatsoever today, and feeling really good, so hopefully we can take it to the top.
It was that Nicky Lauda quote I sent you, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Wreckham. It's all Wreckham.
I'll take the credit where I can. Give some noise for Mike Lake. Back to you, boys, in the van. Mike's pumped.
Thanks, mate. Mike, just a heads up, there was a bunch of sparks from the front of your car. So maybe check it out from underneath the front.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard you. That BMW is quite loud. But look, I'm pretty sure he's going to do a nut and bolt check all around. Oh, we're back on camera. Here we go.
Stella's having a snooze.
I'm slouching, I'm chilling, I'm vibing out. You know,
it's not an easy job here in the van.
Nah, it's not. Yeah.
We're kind of isolated from everyone.
We are. You did, yeah.
I'll go
for a run myself.
Oh, mate, I want to go for a run. Check the merch tent and some food. That's what's
Speaking of which, that was the last battle for the top 16. So now the crew and the drivers are going to be rejuggling. We're going to be sorting out the next list of battles, and then we're going to be getting back straight back into it. So I think there's a little bit of a downtime now for probably about 10 minutes or so. So go grab something to eat, go grab your next round of popcorn.
Snooze, mate.
You're going to have a sleep? All right.
Yes.
Well, Chunga's going to have a sleep. I'm just going to be chilling here on chat. And look, yeah, we're just going to have some fun. So thanks for hanging around. We'll be back very shortly with some more drifting action. Take care.
Boom. It didn't work. Transition.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready because we are going to fire back up into the battles very soon. Oh, look at that. We got reception.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. We are firing back up early as per normal, earlier than usual. We're just punching through. The drivers are actually quite consistent of being on the line now, which is amazing. It's good to see because we have progression and we have Blake Cody. H. Manara is going to be coming up on the next battle. These breaks are getting shorter and shorter every time, which are amazing. Which means we're going to have a big expression session at the end of it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll see how we go, but. The remaining drivers are pulling over to the dummy grid at the moment. They're ready to rock and roll.
Hey, Stella.
Yeah?
What temperature you got that van at?
At the moment, it's currently 13 degrees.
I'm just... And Sugar...
You're breaking up a bit, Mason. What was that?
What he was saying is that the weather's not dressed right for him. I'm not dressed right, but...
Look,
I think it must just be your magic hand because mine's too frozen. But yeah, you're not dressed to hang out here for more than 10 minutes.
Mate, I'm warm where it counts.
In the heart, ladies and gentlemen, in the heart.
Extra reception. Put the mask up.
All right, Chunga is heading back to the van booth. Beautiful. Drivers are lining up, Stella.
Yeah, mate.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited. We've got Blake Cody, the V8 VN, and we've got H. Panaro, the 1.5J SUV. This is going to be a battle to watch. We've got Cody in the lead, Panaro in the chase, both drivers left behind. Let's see if Panaro can keep it nice and close on the initiation. That's what we want to see here. Blake Cody for the early initiation by Blake Cody. He managed to grab all that extra speed. The track has dried right up. Oh, then does take the ripple strip. Panaro then watches that, pulls back a little bit, gauges the switch, transitions back over, then dives back up onto him on outside zone 3. That was a really interesting initiation. It looked like Blake Cody had a sudden surge of power out of nowhere because I haven't seen him like initiate that early in the entire night. That was amazing. These guys are getting so much speed now off the line. It looks like the track has like semi-dried up, so we're going to see some consistent battles leveraging into the finals as they appear. But this is awesome to see. Let's check out the Pertek Bayswater replay. As you can see the outside zone 1. Blake Cody fills it with ease. H. Manara then tucks up in there. Great job. He sees Blake Cody hit the ripple strip, flicks it over, back down to outside zone 3. H finds a pocket, tucks in, and back. There he is. Amazing work. Alright, here we go. We're going to switch these blokes around. Welcome back, Trent. Now we're going to have H. Bernardo lead, Blake Cody in the chase.
Thanks. H. Bernardo, that 1J, 1.5J Z S13. Blake Cody, that VN Commodore. V8 power. There we go. What happened there? H. Bernardo throws it in. I'm going to need that replay to see what happened there. But H. Bernardo then tapping the exhaust on the ripple strip. Blake Cody, where is he?
What just happened there? It's almost like Blake Cody initiated before H did. Like he didn't expect H to initiate so late. But I mean, look, these guys are trying to play by ear here because it's really patchy. Let's have a look here at the Pertek Bayswater replay. Find out exactly what the hell just bloody happened. So
let's see here. It's coming down the line.
They've come down and then Blake's. Oh. It's almost, yeah, I don't know.
But it looks like they're side by side, and Blake's swerved left. Has he tried to avoid something, or
unless he just got too close to Age or Age, because a lot of Age's initiations are the big margins. So I don't know if that's playing into the part of the initiation was wrong, but definitely Blake was way too close for that fifth initiation, like right side by side. I don't know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see.
Definitely going to be interesting one here, mate. Only these guys know what happened in the car. We're just speculating, really.
Yeah, basically.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is H. Panaro. Blake Cody putting his hands together as well.
Age, you are back in the winner's circle, baby. How's it feel?
It's starting to get consistent out there. They've started to dry up, so it's feeling good. Unfortunately, the last couple they debeated on entry, so there's not much we can do, but I'm starting to feel comfortable now, so we'll see what we can get.
That's what we like to hear. He's feeling comfortable. He's back in the groove. Age Panaro, make some noise. And you keep going, you good thing. You got this.
That's it. We'd love to see it. Love to see him back in the car, back in the driver's seat, getting it. Look, Age has always been about having a good time, so it's great seeing him getting doors again and coming through with a win. But up next, we're going to have another one of the Snell brothers. We're going to have Jackson Snell, and then we're going to have Danny Pesic.
That's right, Jackson Snell all the way from South Australia. Danny Pesic, a local boy. Sponsored by Elite Auto Garage, and that is Sylvia and Jackson Snell in the Holden Commodore. Sponsored by Blacktop Hot Shot Towing. But for those of you guys in the pit area or even up on the hill, don't forget to check out our trade stores. We have the Keep It Reet merch tent. Yes, of course we know that. Fantastic merch. But don't forget, fat ass air fresheners and stickers, Dose performance parts, performance car parts.
Yeah.
And Trillax automotive inspired merch and accessories. And of course for the Swing Tooths, sweet and sour. They've got a whole bunch of lollies.
Oh mate, I'm going. Bye.
If you brought your kids and they're starting to kind of dwindle, and you're not going home anytime soon, I'd just say you should pack them. And they're going to be bouncing off the end of the event. But right now, bouncing off walls, hopefully not. Jackson Snell, Danny Pesic. Pesic in the lead, Snell in the chase. Pesic throws it in, nice and wide. Snell on the inside. Can he get on his door? The big Commodore coming in quick. Pesic hits that ripple strip, launches up over it, straightens the car. Something has happened. Has he broken it? Hopefully not. Hopefully it's just a bit of an oopsie, but unfortunately, Danny Pesic came in super hot, but then mounted that ripple strip.
Yeah, a lot of these drivers are getting really confident with the grip that they have on the run up. But then, as you can see there, just as they come into outside zone 2 for the first turn, there's a big water patch in the center of the track. So you can see them come down outside zone, lots and lots of speed on initiation. Hit that water patch up on the ripple strip, and it's debeating tires. It's causing all sorts of dramas. So it's going to be really interesting to see how drivers adapt now. It's not patchy. There's just one real bad area, and the drivers just need to just be careful.
They just need to go harder.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure it's going to help it. Did I say? Oh, here we go. Jackson Snell pulling it back up on the line next to Danny Pesic. Boys, ready for their second run. Gonna be a good one. Thumbs up from Pesic. Snell as well. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, they're off the line. Jackson Snell, that big Commodore, mini Commodore, all the way from South Australia. The boys have come over. You know what? They want to keep it ring. That's what they're doing tonight. And Danny Pesic, after a bit of a hiatus, coming back this year. As they throw it down into the first corner, through the first corner, Danny Pesic pushing up as hard as he can, up onto that Commodore. Jackson Snell, now he comes down into the Thunderdome, pushing out wide, putting the foot to the ground and hopefully getting those tyres to smoke up. But Danny Pesic all over him, over the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. These boys are absolutely pushing it to the limit, and it shows. Check that back out on the Pertec Bayswater replay. You can see here Jackson Snell on the right-hand lane, Danny Pesic on the left. Jackson Snell, brother of Ben Snell. Unfortunately, Ben did ride his car off today, but he is still probably here supporting his brother. These guys are absolute drift fanatics. As they come through the first corner, you can see there, Jackson Snell, not huge angle, but nice line. Danny Pesic right by his side. Danny then pushing up over the finish line through the last corner and right all over his door. What a great run for both drivers.
Amazing run there. But you know, in that first battle, there was Pesic's big straighten, so that is definitely something that's going to be taken into consideration. But that was a phenomenal job there by Pesic in that second run.
That's it. The boys now on the line, waiting to see. Danny lost his front bar. That's okay. Bit of weight reduction. But the winner is Jackson Snell.
All right, here with Jackson Snell. Key, Mike's a little bit dicky, mate. What have we got to say? This man has no power steering and I got no mic connectivity and we're just out here giving it a red hot crack, brother. Make some noise for Jordan Snell. I won't leave you hanging. It was very close.
That was a bit of a break there. Well done, Nez. Looked like a good time down there in the pits, mate. Lots of people down there. Now up next, Jason Ferrin up against Marcus McCaffey. These guys, I think they're top contenders. Well, at least two of them.
Yeah, we keep saying that against lineups, but I mean, look.
But for the championship, I'd say.
For the championship, yeah, it's these two that are some of the top contenders. Look, this is the half of the battle tree that have lost one, so it's going to kind of matter. This battle is going to matter. So it's good to see Jason still getting a part of the community that he's built. But you know, Marcus McCarthy just here for a vibe, here for a good time. As you know, he's backing McCarthy, but also he might be moving back to the pits if something's going on here. Just trying to work it out. Maybe he's gonna go fix it. I think Marcus is actually taking he's taking a 5 minute.
He's just in.
Yeah, 5 minute up. So
what it came over as though, no good.
Yeah. What came over the radio was Marcus Carr, no good.
No good, mate.
No good, mate.
That's not very good.
It is not good.
I'd probably say it's not good, yeah.
I don't think it's good.
Not great.
You know what's not good?
What's that?
Marcus's car. Yeah, not good.
I love how we talk about it that way. It's like, how you go, mate? Yeah, not too good. Or not bad. Well, just tell me what you are, not what you're not.
Living the dream.
Not living the dream. Got a Costal sticker on the side of Jason Ferret's car. Shout out to a Costal. That's also one of our judges, Stewie Bryant, up in the tower somewhere. I don't know. The judges are probably standing out in the cold, in the wind.
I know. I feel bad.
I do feel bad.
I'll give him a hug.
Remember, people out there on their live stream, if you guys want to have a chat, let us know if there's anything. Give us some inside goss. Any kind of shout outs, put it through on the YouTube chat if you're on the live stream. Let us know what you got. Someone's here saying backwards McCathwards. I like that one.
Backwards McCaffey.
Much better than Backy McCarthy, isn't it?
Nah, Backy McCarthy's mad. It rolls off the tongue well.
Backwards McCathwards is so much easier to say. Deary me.
Deary you.
Don't forget, live event standings at live.keeperreet.com. You want to see the drivers progress through the top 16 live. That means you can see their scores, you can see who they're battling, who they've won and lost against, all on your phones, all over your computer. So, for those of you here on the hill, or even those of you at home, check it out. That's live.keeperreet.com. Check out the drivers progress through the top 16.
100%. And also, if you are here or at home, make sure you check out the next car that's being given away.
Mate,
what is it? It is an S15. But would you think that I'm crazy if I said S15s are all-wheel drive?
Well, they're not.
They're not. But this one is.
Mate, I heard this one has GDR running gear.
Yeah.
It's converted to all-wheel drive.
Insane.
RB26.
Insane.
800 horsepower.
Insane.
And of course, it's slammed on Shockworks coilovers. The best you can get. Hannah Sport wheels.
Oh.
And I've got Haltech 2500 Elite.
Best.
Mate, rolling anti-lag.
The
launch
most
control.
Everything you need. It's
cruise control.
It's an all-wheel drive Sylvia. What more can you say? It's such an amazing car, and it's being drawn on Monday, the September 11th.
Oh,
with
Monday. That's this Monday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. Monday, September 11th.
2 days left.
Yeah, 2 days left. That's it.
Nice.
It just launched, and it's only got 2 days left. For this weekend only.
It just launched just like that car's in a bloody launch. All-wheel drive S15, 800 horsepower.
Insane.
You know what? You buy a ticket for this, but the best thing to do is get a membership instead. So you become eligible for all the Australian giveaways. You get one entry into each giveaway automatically every month. As soon as those giveaways come out, you get an entry into it, and it's compounding. So the longer you stay as a member, the more entries you get. And then I heard, just recently, this month, they give away 10 grand cash every week to a random member.
That is amazing. $10,000 in today's current economic climate.
That will buy you at least 14 dim sims and a coffee.
That is amazing. But seriously though, 10 grand can really help a lot of people.
Just for $1 a day, you can feed a child. For $10,000, you can probably been one of these guys for maybe one event.
You're
The amount of
totally
tires these boys go through.
It is insane.
They're just chewing them up.
But that's all. That's just one of the membership benefits and membership perks. You know what I mean? Members get discounts on event entry. So if you like come to the events, you get discounts. And you know, members are eligible for all the Australian giveaways that Keep It Reet do. So there's a bunch of bonuses that you get, especially if you're a part of the community. It's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer.
Definitely a no-brainer. If you guys want to get amongst the whole membership thing, want to go the extra mile, not even a mile, just a little bit extra. You can head down to the merchandise tent, or you can go online. You buy Keep It Reet Drift hoodies, Quad Turbo VL hoodies, the Can Gang ones, Barra Blaze hoodies. They've also got limited edition beanies and Miami Fade snapbacks. And then you got all the little cool stuff, you know, the lanyards and the phone restraints. You know, these things that you have in this case. You put this little thing in it, and it goes around your wrist.
Yeah, I've
so if
seen
you're in the
that.
car, you lose control of it, you're not going to hit anyone.
Right, so that was Jordan Sanderson, boys, taking a run in Jamie Zavetti's Black Ford Falcon. How good. And obviously Jordan doesn't mind batting for the other team.
Alright, so we're just in. That the AU Stavkovsky's car, it's borrowed. That's currently Jordan Sanderson is driving that car right now, and he's going up against Bogo O'Grady in the JZX100. He was able to do one mechanical lap, which he just completed in front of us. But we were too busy talking about all the cool benefits of being a Keep It Reet member, whilst it was all happening. We were just so excited about it all. But we missed the crucial element to say, Jordan Sanderson is driving Stavkovsky's car. It's a borrowed car, and they're going to go battle right now. That's the benefit of being a part of this amazing community. We have people that will loan the car out as friends and say, look, mate, I know you're a good mate of mine. We've battled together. You're a good driver. Here, mate, just take the keys to the old girl and give her a whip.
Do you reckon he's going to be able to handle the AU Falcon?
I don't know. He's so used to driving a Holden. I don't know how he feels about driving a Ford. You know what I mean? It's kind of like counterintuitive. So we'll see how we go.
Power, mate,
yeah, look, maybe the AU Falcons is going to have a little bit too much power. We'll see how he goes. Yeah, mate. Look, end of the day, Ford power is Ford power. But you know, I don't know if that Holden. You know, I don't know if we can keep up with it. But we'll see how they go. We got a Bogo O'Grady approaching the line now in the JZX100 Mark II. There he's there, throwing the shuckers. Hey, yo, he's loving life. He is loving life. Whenever you see Bogger in a car, whenever it's like race day, he's got a smile from ear to ear.
Oh, mate, it'd be hard not to.
Oh, 100%.
Bogger's out there. He's got the cops under his boot, apparently.
Yeah, he's got the cop lights in his boot, red and blue.
That's it.
Party lights.
Bogger, he's out there, always part of the community. You know, BSC Performance done a lot of work for a lot of the drift cars out there. So
yeah.
Good to see him back out again. He's been on a little bit of a hiatus, in and out, but now he's back and he's going to show us what he can do in the party bus.
Yeah, mate. Look, I've always been a fan of chasers. I owned one. I regrettably sold it, and seeing them out here being drifted is like, I feel like I'm back over in Japan. You know what I mean?
Because it's back in Japan. We've got ex-Dezo on YouTube asking, when's Mr. Crispy get back out on the track?
Oh, mate, Dezo, hopefully it's soon, mate. As I said earlier on, we'll get the financial sorted. But anyway, we'll forget about that. Enough about me. This is now Sanderson in a borrowed car in the lead. Bogo O'Grady in the chase in the big JZX100 4-door v 4-door. Let's see how these gentlemen go.
As they throw it down to the first corner, you can see Bogger nearly makes contact. Sanderson pushing that AU Falcon as hard as he can. First time driving the car. Going to be a good one. He's unfortunately lost drift.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that go into it. It's not just a power thing; it's also an angle thing. Every car's set up different.
Oh, mate,
suspension.
It's
if you've never if you've borrowed a car of someone to drive and you haven't driven it before, and then you go to try to attempt to drift, let alone compete in it, it's an insane task if you can pull it off. It's very, 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 very difficult. But let's have a look here at the Pertec Bayswater replay. And as you see, Sanderson flicks up on the wall nicely. He gets the feel for it. Then the car washes out when it hits the water patch in the center. Comes over the snap point, gets a bit too much grip. Yeah, over rotation. And then Bogo O'Grady just kind of comes through there and does the same thing, mimics it. Then none of them actually she had a drift.
There's nearly 30 cars in this line. Every single car would say you probably drive differently. You know, People
Yeah.
set up different ways, the way that they handle, the way that they react, the way that the steering comes back or it snaps back or not.
Totally.
It's a hard thing to do, especially if you haven't driven a car before.
100%, and the fact that he's had the confidence to get out there and jump in a borrowed car is definitely props. It's definitely props and a hand clap all round. So, but we're going to see here. We're going to have Bogo O'Grady in the lead in that JZX 100 Mark II. We're going to have Sando in the chase. In the I never thought I'd ever say Sanderson and a Ford, but here we go.
That's it, mate. Sanderson has 2 Utes, and now he's in an AU Falcon.
Yep, that's exactly right. Let's see how these boys go. 3, 2, 1, let's hit it.
Here we go. Brendan Bogo O'Grady in the lead on the right-hand lane in that JZX 100. Jordan Sanderson in a borrowed car, the AU Falcon from James Stafkowski. Brendan Bogo O'Grady absolutely hooking down up against that wall. Nice lane. Oh, he's gone super wide. Can he hold on to it?
Oh, no. All Bogger needed to do was just lay down a solid lead run. And unfortunately, the over-rotate forces a 0. So both lead drivers get a 0 on a spin.
That's it, mate. It could be a rerun.
And it
Brendan
could
Bogo
be a
O'Grady came
rerun.
into that corner at hyper speed. He was absolutely hooking into that corner. Let's check it back out again on the Pertec Bayswater. You can see here Bogger in the right lane in that green, crazy livery. Takes 100, absolutely throws it down here against that wall. He's going quick. He's running against that wall that comes through too quickly, and not enough lock to fix it.
Yeah, then you got the Sanderson front wheel locking up. There's no ABS in that thing. I don't think.
Sanderson's like, I've borrowed this car. I don't want a T-bone anymore.
Yeah, 100%. Look, great recovery by Sando there, but man, unfortunately, I think the nerves might have gotten to Bogger just then for a second, or something happened. Because they... Oh, there we go!
Sanderson!
Sando gets the win in the borrowed car! Oh my days!
Okay, and with your winner, Jordan Sanderson. Jordan, just tell me one word. Was it like driving a Ford Falcon?
Wasn't it a ride though? Took me for a ride. I took a warm-up lap and all I did was spin around. But yeah, it's different to what I'm used to, but after a couple of laps I reckon I'm alright. A little bit of a miscue down the straight there behind Bugger, but he looped it, so yeah, that boys.
Jordan is on, ladies and gentlemen. Some noise for Jordan Sanderson. The Ford Falcon was sensational. Oh, the boys are loving it.
Yeah,
you loved us.
And I reckon Stafkowski there's going, thank God he did not win my car because I was driving.
Yeah, 100%. But look, he got the win. He got the win. He pushed through and he got through Bogger, which Bogger's a difficult contender to go up against. But speaking of difficult, we have Ferrin and Marcus McCarthy. This can go either bloody way. This could go either bloody way. We have Ferrin on the lead, Barrel Wags, backing McCarthy on the chase. Oh, backing McCarthy, almost throwing it backwards there, trying to chase up to Jason Ferrin, outside zone 2. Ferrin doing a great job on outside zone 1, 2, flicking over to 3 on the transition. Marcus McCarthy being consistent with the angle and the proximity as well. Then the Barra Blaze just coming on, because that's what it is. It's just Barra Blaze. That's why they made a hoodie about it, you know what I mean?
That's it, mate. That makes sense. The Barra Blaze hoodie.
Barra Blaze hoodie. That thing blazes. That was amazing. Chunga, let's dissect this Pertec Bayswater replay and have a look
Jason
here.
Ferrin on the right-hand lane, on the lead in the Barra Blaze wagon. Comes in nice and wide through the first corner. Then Marcus McCarthy right by his side as they come through the first corner. Transition down the hill into the Thunderdome. Jason Ferrin puts his foot on the floor. McCarthy not quite as much angle, but trying to keep up with him.
Yeah, very, very consistent run by both drivers. I mean, the entry, I mean, this is the thing, right? When we say with these drivers, when we emphasize that they're good drivers, you can see a consistency between the initiation to the exit. And the entire run was consistent. Ferrin, McCarthy, both drivers, no real waivers. We kept it good, kept it clean. And let's see if they repeat.
That's it, mate. Let's see if it happens again here. Marcus McCarthy in the lead in the S13. Jason Ferrin on the chase. McCarthy out to the wall. Big throwdown. Jason Ferrin right behind him. McCarthy. Whether double dip or not, we're not too sure. But Jason Ferrin now trying to close the gap. Trying to get onto McCarthy as he comes to the last corner and over the finish line. Mate, we're going to need to see that replay.
100%. I think Marcus McCarthy did a backy McCarthy for a second there. And then he kind of had to do the old double dip halfway through turn 1. But let's have a gaze and have a look and see exactly what transpired here. So both drivers have come down the main straight to turn 1. Marcus flicks up, nice and close to the wall. Literally, yeah, he was backwards. big straight and had to reinitiate on the drift. Farron did a great job not crashing into him and maintaining that distance so that he could catch him here in outside zone 3. So that was a phenomenal job there by Farron to keep it off Marcus, especially for the fact that Marcus slowed up so much, going basically backwards. But that was amazing. I love seeing Marcus drive. He's an insane driver. Loves chucking it backwards. Loves doing crazy stuff. So it was claps all round for me.
So the boys jumping out the car as we wait for the judges to come up with a decision. Mark's going over to see Jason. The boys having a bit of a yarn, you know?
Bit of a yarn.
Bit of a recap of the battle.
Bit of a yarn.
Jason's doing a bit of vlogging.
He's vlogging for the YouTubes. Vlogging for the YouTubes.
Let's make a decision, ladies and gentlemen. The winner and through to the next round is Jason Farron!
Well done, Jason. Mez, let's get their thoughts. Both of these guys are big and chatty.
All right, down here with these two lovers, did that decide something?
I think it might have. Don't know.
Yeah, I did like a championship or something. Yeah. Now, Jason, what did it feel like going up against this shredder? The championship's on the line. What's going on?
Every round has just been it's either Marcus or Cam or Cat Barley. And it's Scott Miller as well, I should say. Just every time you come up to him, it's just 110% you have no other choice. So it's any man's game. That's the cool thing about this series. Like almost every round with these guys, you're going up against them, and it could be anyone. So I can't believe it. This is my first championship. Kind of will be my own championship, but first championship winner, man. It's like
Marcus, mate, putting it all on the line. Did you sort out that miss? Have you got a car issue to sort of fall back on as maybe a bit of an excuse?